we are Easy Allies.
Hello.
It is time for Tiermaker. What do you... Just last minute adjustments.
Bottom of the TV screens in the frame.
What?
Hell yeah.
We're going to be staring at TV for a couple hours.
TVA.
Whoa.
Making some tears.
Vinicius and Render, thank you.
Thank you. Selected by our lovely patrons. Patreon.com/EasyAllies if you would like to be a part of the fun of selecting tiers. But it is far too late now. Damiano will put up another one next month and we will meet together. First time do it in person.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wide Face subscribed, and JJ Brar.
White face. JJ Brar.
Get that wide face
What do you got?
in the mouth.
Huh?
Actually, can you hear me, chat? I have the mic on and
Salad
everything.
mic.
Just want to make sure salad mic is on.
Salad
I just had a salad.
Delicious.
And now I'm on a mic.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Great.
They love
All
that
right.
Olive Garden Italian dressing.
Salad Michael.
Yeah, big
man.
on that.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
We have some in our
Salad
fridge right now.
dressing.
Same.
Italian dressings,
Same.
just Italian dressings.
Yeah.
So good. Newman's Own Italian dressing.
What's the one in the triangle bottle? Have you ever had that?
Oh.
Dude, that's Caesar.
That-
triangle
that-
bottle?
dude, that's the legit. That's legit.
Salad
What is
dressing
the
coming out
triangle
next month.
bottle?
By the way, the first Tiermaker is
glass,
not
right?
salad
Yeah.
dressing.
Yeah.
It's not just glass,
I
it's
feel
like
like it's like
textured
Green
glass.
Goddess
Yeah.
or something.
I've never heard of this.
And it has some kind of Parmesan crumble mixed up. It's really good.
It's
Why are
very
we here?
dairy.
Yeah.
Ninja Kill Bunny matters not now.
All
Thank
right.
We're ranking dressings.
Yeah, dude.
Our first Tiermaker comes from patron Dudley. You're going to be ranking the main characters of the Looney Tunes.
Really good images. Really good images.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And a real cutthroat list.
These are excellent images.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
just because we're finally seeing this stuff on a 4K screen. but it's
We
like-
don't have to see the disgusting Space Jam 2 CGI.
Well,
These
the
look
thing
gorgeous.
is, for my history with Tiermaker, I've done a lot of Tiermakers that are pretty good, and then there's like one image that they just didn't bother, or they like had a thought at the last minute and threw it in. This person clearly has a love.
The ranking is so weird. It goes from not great to pretty good.
Yeah, would you like to change? These were already created lists, so if you'd like to
Yeah.
change
I think-
the ranking
I think
values.
the colors do a lot of the work
Yeah.
here.
Best ever is
honestly.
pretty rough. It's tough to figure. Like,
Best ever is Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck, for
Daffy
sure.
Duck,
Yeah.
best ever.
You could just go ahead and put those two in.
And
fact-
Martian,
In fact, you need to put
in my opinion.
Daffy
Daffy
next
Duck.
on the left side of Bugs
He's the
because
third
he's
one.
looking at him.
I
yeah, sure.
love Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
Can we
that-
get a super awesome or a best ever for Tasmanian Devil?
That's on brand. I would say
Yeah,
super
super
awesome.
awesome.
that's
Awesome.
on
Great.
brand for sure.
No,
Perfect.
super awesome.
I've
Super
always
awesome.
wanted to wear
Great.
one of those
Yeah.
giant, like 3X.
I really like
t-shirts
the
that
Martian
have
as
the
well,
guts.
but
Ooh, yeah.
maybe that's just me.
He's a
Marvin?
best ever. Or he's a super awesome.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he's at
you know
least.
what? I'm with you. I'm with you.
At least.
Good design, legit action.
I think because of his importance to Easy A lore, Porky Pig has to be in best ever.
I agree. I agree.
I do think Borky's up there
How is
though.
he important?
He's got great cameos.
Do you remember that
we play that
nightmare
game
game
that-
that we played?
Oh right.
Yeah. Right.
Pepe Le Pew's not great. Pepe Le Pew and Foghorn Leghorn are kind of
Pepe Le Pew I loved as a kid.
I like Foghorn
on the way
Leghorn.
out.
Yeah, I like how
We're good.
Definitely.
he's super lame, but I
yeah.
like how lame he is. In a way.
Right.
Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew's got to be a not great just because of the implications.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's silly, but whatever.
Yo, Roadrunner
Cool.
is best ever.
Cool at you.
I
The thing is,
love
I feel like Wile E.
Roadrunner.
Coyote and Roadrunner are one character.
Yes, and they are the best ever.
Together, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
together, yes.
They're so
Oh, yeah.
legendary.
Yeah.
Wiley Coyote and Roadrunner best ever.
Top tier.
So good.
Best ever. Their whole shtick
yeah.
is just god tier.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Timeless.
don't
It's a
think
timeless classic.
I don't
Classic
think Bugs
gimmick.
Bunny would be best ever without Elmer Fudd. Like I think he has to be there too.
Oh yeah.
But he's like
yeah.
the Joker of Looney Tunes.
Yeah. He's the best ever.
He never
I
gets
love
him though.
Really.
Yeah, maybe he's super awesome.
It's
He's
like
probably
it's like I
super-
kind of want
yeah.
to put him and the I want to keep the Roadrunner at best ever, but just because he never catches him. But I guess that's the bit.
Wiley's great.
I think Wiley is.
Like he
Wiley's
Wiley doesn't have an
probably better.
impressive
I think
resume.
Wiley's-
Is all I'm
he's
saying.
better.
Is all I'm saying.
But that's
I wouldn't hire Wiley.
He
for anything.
takes the hits
Or Porky Pig.
to
Yeah.
make the laughs.
dude. I
Yeah.
feel
Porky
like
Pig.
Wiley's just gonna like send anthrax in the mail to Roadrunner at some point. Like he's just gonna get like super disturbing.
Unhinged.
Yeah, unhinged Wiley, man.
He's a
What,
plan.
Sylvester and Tweety though.
Love them.
Super awesome.
Not as good as Roadrunner.
They're not as
and-
good.
I don't
Love
think
them.
they're as good, but they are good.
They're
Yeah.
not-
Tweety's
Yeah,
a seller,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
I worked in the Warner Bros.
Yeah.
Studio store for a summer. Tweety sells.
Tweety
merch?
and Roger
I had a
Rabbit.
Sylvester.
I
Tweety Bird and
Tweety
Roger
Bird-
Rabbit.
I
Never
bet
will forget.
Tweety Bird
Evil
dressed up
Tweety.
as
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Harley
yeah.
Quinn would sell very well at a state fair.
Yes. That's the demographic for the Tweety
I feel
Bird.
like Foghorn and Yosemite Sam are in that middle tier.
I think
Yeah.
Yosemite Sam's better than.
Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam is definitely
Put
yeah.
Foghorn in pretty good, and Yosemite
agree.
Sam.
I
in
agree.
very
Yeah, I
cool.
agree.
I also agree.
There we go.
Cause like
Yeah,
Yosemite,
offset,
he's
offset.
got mud flaps on trucks. You know?
He does. Back off.
All right, you sold me.
Yeah.
You sold me.
You've never seen a Yosemite Sam mud flap?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then there's Speedy and the
yeah,
monster,
Tweety
and then
kinda
I
sucks.
don't remember anything.
Okay, so the
turtle I recognize.
the
Well,
bulk-
the chicken hawk is
Yes,
pretty good.
He's good. I think he's at least very cool. I think
Who,
he's
this
pretty
guy?
funny. Yeah.
No. The
I think that guy.
guy
I don't
next to
remember his
Speedy?
name, which says a lot, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
but
talking about the guy
I
next
think
to
this
Speedy,
guy that Damiani's on right now is
I
pretty
feel
funny.
like if we don't know
It's
their
my initial
name,
impulse.
they can't go above pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
Right?
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
Speedy
fine.
Gonzalez.
I don't remember his name.
Super awesome.
I mean, I
Speedy
haven't
Gonzalez,
like actively
yeah.
consumed Looney Tunes
Right.
in a very long time.
Speedy
Bump-
Gonzalez
bump-
super
bump
awesome.
Tweety down. Tweety's too annoying.
I agree.
Yes,
Bump
yeah.
Tweety down, bump Speedy
Tweety-
Gonzalez up.
So
Tweety's
Lester
been
has
run
to
through
go
the
there.
corporate
Speedy
ringer a
Gonzalez
few
is
too
not
many
bad.
times.
What?
I think that's
High up.
Huber, you know.
Yeah, he's super
That's
awesome.
Huber for super awesome.
Yeah, right? Speedy
I love
Gonzalez? I
Speedy
love Speedy
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Speedy.
I like him a lot too.
Is
Super
he-
awesome though.
Is he offensive?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, they redid him in Space Jam too.
It's
Oh,
I haven't
We
seen Space
good
Jam
judges.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Too
the
little,
thing.
too
Is
Fine
late.
like,
answer. How is he in Space Jam 2, though?
I mean, he's not in it a lot.
Is he?
I
is he
can't.
Good? Is he
I can't
awesome?
will myself to
I
watch
wanna-
Space Jam
that movie
2.
was
No,
just good.
yeah, I'm not
Oh,
gonna
man.
watch
I
it.
can't do it.
Even for
All right,
Speedy?
fine. Very cool.
That
Cool.
It's like I'll
brown
never
bird,
get
I feel
that
like
time
I
back.
should know.
That's the chicken hawk. That's what I was talking about earlier.
tell me about Chicken Hawk.
Where's the
I mean,
little
he
granny?
thinks that he's this bird of prey, and he's like a chick.
Nice.
He's
Yeah.
a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a very cool. Yeah.
Maybe pretty good.
Pretty
I don't
good,
think
pretty
he's
good,
bad.
Oh,
pretty
okay,
good,
okay.
pretty good.
I was trying to throw you a bone there.
Because it's everything.
I remember liking the Red Monster when I
I
was
don't
a wee
remember what the
lad.
red monster's called,
Yeah,
but
he's
yeah.
kind of funny. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, and then we can't.
The turtle I like. I don't remember much about him, but I love turtles.
I think the other two are not
Yeah,
great.
those are not great.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
even
how
That
know.
crocodile
Yeah,
seems
no.
like he's not.
Dragon
Well,
is.
that's the witch.
There was like a yeah, I can see
Yeah.
That crocodile.
Slap the turtle in pretty good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's helping out.
Yeah, whatever.
Pepe
Sure.
Le Pew, I will say, I liked as a kid, and I walked up to my mom when I was like 4, and I said, "Mama, I can speak Pepe Le Pew," because I was doing an accent.
That's funny.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that young kids now are speaking British to their with a British accent? And
What a
speaking-
ridiculous headline. Oh my god.
Because
So
of
what?
Peppa Pig.
Oh, Peppa Pig.
Peppa
yeah.
Pig.
No, I've read this story, but you just made me think of it, Damiani, where this New Zealand mother, had 3 kids, and I swear to God, this is what she named them. She named them Pantera, Slayer, and Metallica.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sound mic's not off. We just have bad mic control.
Yeah, Solid Mike, you have to be like right up onto.
You gotta be.
I forget
Yeah.
who it was. Someone named their kid Motorhead. Remember that? Who
That-
was that?
Man, I love all those bands, and I would never.
We are-
do
we are,
that.
We're
We're
getting
on
a
fame
crane,
with
so I
it.
don't have to
Yeah.
lean in and break my back to do
I
this.
I've ordered an arm. Everybody cool it.
Yo, the Daffy and Donald bit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Just a quick
10 out of
shout
10.
out. Just a
Oh,
quick
10
shout
out of
out.
10.
Dude, everything about that movie.
Shout
is
out to the
perfect.
ride where you can hear it being performed, like you're backstage
Nice.
and you can hear it like that they're doing it.
Oh.
So
And if you
sick.
check the queue, you see what stage it is in the show, and you can see stuff getting ready
Oh,
for like
that's
the
so
number
good.
chapter. and, like,
That's so good.
such nice detail. I love the idea of being afraid of the big fluffball guy. Like I remember there was some haunted house thing where he was going through. It might have been Elmer Fudd,
Because he's
and he was
supposed
just
to be
creeping
like
up on dudes.
Bigfoot, right?
And he's
Yeah,
like a teddy
he's-
bear.
He's like a big monster.
The
Is
fur
Sylvester
off
super
putting.
awesome?
I love Sylvester.
I think Sylvester has to go with Tweety, but I don't know.
I
agree with
I had
you.
a stuffed animal growing up. It was
Sylvester's
one of my
better
favorites.
than Tweety.
Yeah, who do you like more, Sylvester and
Sylvester-
Tweety,
I've always
or
liked Sylvester
Tom
my
and
whole
Jerry?
more than
I just
Tweety.
feel like
I
do feel
probably
like they go
watched more
together.
Tom and Jerry.
I was always rooting for
must have been
Sylvester as a
frustrating.
kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it
Yeah,
must have been very
Me
always.
frustrating.
too. Me too.
Tweety was the villain.
Yeah,
I think
Tweety's
it was-
bad.
I think
I
it
think
was
Tweety's
when
an
Daffy is
asshole.
maybe my favorite on here.
I think it was when Tweety would do something bad and then Sylvester would get blamed for it. And you'd be like, that's not right. Tweety,
True.
like basic survival I get, but don't be a jerk. Tweety.
Tweety is an annoying little bastard. You're right.
Mr. was trying to eat it.
All
I went to
right.
the Warner Brothers studio store and somebody came in and asked me if a Tweety was a boy or a girl, and my brain split in half. I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Whoa.
I see Tweety in a lot of female merch, but a guy voiced Tweety, so who knows?
I've always thought of Tweety as a
Meep,
young man,
Yeah.
but who's to say?
Who knows?
We good?
Yeah,
Lock it
love
in?
this.
Lock 'em.
Last minute. All right.
Lock 'em.
There you go. Looney
I'm glad we have like
Tunes.
40 of those. Look at this.
Yeah.
Tweety is a Karen. Is very.
Tweety is a Karen, dude.
That's, that is a funny way of putting that.
Tweety fucks.
No.
Tweety does not fuck.
All right,
Sylvester fucks.
that's Twitch chat. You know, it's sometimes the best, it's sometimes the worst.
Bugs fucks.
All right. This next list.
Daffy fucks.
This next list comes from Keaton.
Thank you, thank you.
This one is. I have
Back
a
to Life is
feeling
Good.
this might be.
Oh lord.
Oh my
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Yakuza tattoos.
Hilarious.
Oh god.
God.
Yo, you put that Majima
Yeah,
second
that's
one.
immediately
Wait,
asked.
wait.
The
Yeah.
one that
wait.
actually shows the back is
But
a
wait.
little.
But wait, important.
There's always one. You see what I'm
important-
saying?
Important conundrum here. Are we judging just the tattoos or the characters attached?
I mean,
to
it's
the tattoos?
It's gonna be impossible for me
separate.
to
Yeah, it's really impossible
separate.
to separate.
It would be impossible for me to associate.
It's
it.
impossible
Yeah.
for me to associate. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it'll
I
be a
don't
nice
know.
blend.
But I'm
It'll be a
just
nice
saying, it's
blend.
the ones with the backs. There's like intrinsically
Right.
look.
I
better
mean, it's
because they're
obvious
lit.
that the Majima tattoo is an S.
Yeah,
What the hell?
and
So is that the first
Kazuma
one?
No, it's the
Yeah,
Drive.
second
which
one.
one is
Yeah,
the
and,
obvious?
Yeah, those two. Those two S
We're gonna
tier.
have to go in order this time.
yeah.
Okay, you said the first two
Those are
S
S.
tier.
Yes.
I like that koi fish.
It- love that.
I
That
also
koi
think
fish
that
is
the-
at least an A.
Yeah,
I think
slap
it's an
that-
S.
It's an
All right,
S.
slap that in
I
an
think,
S.
I think it's an S.
Yep.
Some of these, it's just because of their distance, it's a little hard to see
Yeah,
them.
this
Yeah,
one's
this
a
one's a
little
little small.
busy.
The
It's
lines
I
a
and
don't-
tiger.
Also remember
I don't
all the
remember half
characters.
these.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
This one seems
been a
like a
minute.
B, and so does the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the tiger associated with?
Saijima.
Oh,
Well, there's two tigers.
yeah, it's
though.
hard because I
One's-
love Saijima.
Yeah. That's A or S tier
This one's
for
a B
sure.
for me.
B or A? Heard A and B.
B. This one, I like the side eye.
Yeah,
I like that.
the eyebrow.
Is this one an A?
Yeah.
Why am I the
That's
one
an A.
talking the most?
I think
don't know.
that's
what
an
you're
I
talking about.
think that's an A. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you.
I think the
You're-
last
we're
one
closer
probably
than I
goes
am, so
pretty
is
low.
that-
I don't know what the
Yeah.
heck I'm looking at.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, some of these are like.
Well, that black
Like a
and white
snake?
one. I mean,
Snake is a
the
S.
The
bird number
snake's an
3.
S for clarity, same
Yeah.
as
The
the
crane is
bird and
awesome.
the crane and the tiger are good because of clarity.
Tiger is A or S.
Oh, for sure. That crane is dope as hell.
The other is
That
that,
one's
a koi?
an
Also,
S,
what
yeah.
kind of fish is the black
This
koi?
first left one, it's too murky.
It's
That's a
too
B.
murky.
It's
I
too
wish
murky.
we had the
Oh,
names
there's like a little
associated with.
blue.
This
Yeah.
one's blue, like
Oni or
golem
something
in the
down in there.
Oni or something. But
It's too murky.
it's too murky, dude.
Oh, thank you, Damiani. That actually that does.
Whoa.
help.
Whoa.
There we go.
That
Oh,
helps quite a
nice.
bit.
There we
All
go.
right.
Okay,
Still too murky.
the skull is an S for me.
The skull is an
The
S.
skull's pretty good.
Oh,
The
the
Yeah.
skull
is
is snake.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. What's this next little bastard? Is like a horse on fire? That's dope.
Wait, is it?
Get that
I don't know
murky
any of
Oni
these
shit
anymore.
into B. Damian.
Or
Which one?
C, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a C. I think
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
a C.
The Flame Horse?
No, the one that we just put in
Oh,
B.
yeah,
I think
that's
that's
a
a
C.
C.
Yeah, that's that was bad. This Flame Horse is
Even
like an
D.
A, though.
That thing is lame.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know what, Huber? I'm with
Yeah,
you.
C
Yeah,
is
I'm
actually
with
like
you.
one of those
C is
dogs.
D.
Yeah.
All the way
Flip
down.
that- Yeah, there you go.
Bump it down.
Yeah. This horse looks like an A, though. It's pretty cool. Although
It's
we only see
it's
part
getting
of
cut
it.
off,
Yeah.
which is hurting it.
Yeah.
So
Put
I
it in
think
B.
I'm gonna have to put it in B.
Put it in B. It's getting
I'm the one that's most likely to get a full back tat? I don't think so.
None of us have any tattoos.
Yeah, the
If I got a
koi,
back tattoo,
the koi
it
fish
certainly
is
would be a
niche-y, or-
fish.
yeah.
Another.
I'm
koi,
definitely
though?
most likely to get a tattoo first.
I think we have dupes.
Huh?
Do we have duplicates?
well,
No.
No.
Okay.
My thirst for power is unquenchable.
I
Now,
can't
the,
remember
the
what
quote is
Ichigo's
helping.
tattoo is.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Do you
a S.
remember
The
Ichigo's tattoo? What it is? I don't remember.
Isn't it?
Is it the?
also?
Is it the outline?
This
you
one's
see
like
a
a B.
clear face on the left, but I don't really see what's going on the
Yeah,
right.
it's like a B. It's bad lighting.
This guy's what? He's just what is he? Just walking?
I
walking
think
to the
this is
market?
like-
What's he doing?
But the little demon.
Similar
I think this is
Demon.
B at lowest. I would go
Yeah,
A,
that's
but
pretty
I think it's
cool.
cool.
A or B for sure. Yeah, slap it an A. That guy's lonely up there.
Yeah. Slap it in there.
Although that guy is clearly better
Yeah,
than this
definitely better than.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Side eye.
Here it comes.
Oh, he's giving the side eye to.
Oh, I see.
Now this fish I love because he looks kind of drunk.
Yeah.
Swimming the wrong way.
Flopping.
I love him. And also, is that fur? Is that
Okay.
water?
Where?
Like, what
That's
the hell's
water
going
for
on?
sure.
Water.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know, but
It's like an A tier.
I think it's A. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
I think
little
A.
less.
Hey,
Well,
tier.
let's compare it to the red one. Can you scroll up a little?
Love that
Th-
red one.
those
They're both.
those
pretty
red
great.
ones are pretty striking.
Red
though.
ones
The
are
red
Yeah,
ones
the
are-
red
yeah.
scales I like.
All right. Yeah, that seems.
Yeah.
I would go S, but A is okay. I like the little green sparkles on his head.
Okay.
I don't know about
Now,
this guy.
no, hold on. Let me make an argument for this because
This is
it
like
just
a
immediately
judge.
makes me think of
Is he a
King Yemen,
chef?
which shoots it up the chart for
King
me.
Yemen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love how this. Yeah, it looks
Who's
like a
King
pig
Yemen?
chef.
It's a Dragon Ball reference.
Oh.
This guy looks awesome.
Yeah, it's
It-
S or A for sure.
Because
Even
now
looks
that
like
you-
a judge,
yeah.
like a king with like a plate of sushi. I
The
can't
maniacal like
Or
smile
he's like
too.
counting like jewels. He's
I
like
think this
he's
is
a
an
jeweler.
A. I think it's A. He just looks.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
The guy with that tattoo is gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
tell.
That guy's so angry. Yeah.
This one.
I think this is like a C or
It's
D.
too murky.
See, it's nice and
Too
lonely up
murky,
there.
dude.
When
I
you
mean,
see.
See.
it
Nice.
looks like a.
Okay, so this is Ichigo's tattoo.
Nice.
This
That's a good
nice.
blue. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think just the format of it is hurting it a little bit, but I actually
Yeah.
think it's a super sick tattoo.
Blue's
I actually
tough,
think-
too.
I mean, all of these dragons are pretty sick.
Oh
The
shit.
yellow
the
one
yellow
is-
one is.
The
Yeah,
yellow one, I think
is
the
S
yellow,
for
I think the
sure.
yellow and the black one are
Yeah.
amazing.
Is the yellow from the rival in 2? His like rival, the Dragon of
Oh
Kanzai?
yeah.
Right?
The expression
yellow
on
one's
that
really
yellow.
I think you're right. I
is
think
so
that
strong.
is who it is.
It
Yeah, the
looks
blue
really
is
good.
really good. I say A or S for the blue one, for sure. Mostly because of the color.
Yeah.
I think if we had
Yeah,
a
it's a-
white background for it, it would be an S.
I think go S. If that skull's an S, this is an S.
Yeah.
Like I love the skull, but this one's just as cool as that
Totally.
I'm really glad we zoomed in because that tiger is popping.
Yeah.
I did not see
yeah.
the detail at all in that tiger.
That yellow dragon is
Yeah, I think
badass.
yellow and
So-
black
That's
are
no
good.
question.
The
Yeah,
green
it's
is
Kind of like
better.
the old.
The green is
NES
lesser for
NES.
sure.
I think we got 3 S's and a D right
Like a
here.
B?
That's what I think.
I think a B. I think a B. I could go lower if you want.
although
I think
I-
the black dragon is an S.
S.
Yeah,
Yep,
black is
yep,
S.
yep.
The green one I do
And
like
then-
because he looks like he'd be like.
Dude, I need to
huh?
like
Yeah,
study up
he's
on
looking-
my tattoo
He's
characters.
about to ask
this
for
week.
directions.
Yeah,
that
he's
green
like
dragon.
confused.
And like the thing about Yakuza is you'll like play the game and you'll love it. We'll talk about it, and then like, oh, I can't even remember the character's name.
I know.
I hate that.
It's because there's just so much.
Yeah,
And then this
Yeah,
last one is
forget
like
about
a
it.
Shura or
No,
something,
it's-
right?
this is a D for sure.
This is a
Murky.
tie-dye gone wrong.
That's
This is-
murky.
Yeah.
Super
That's
murky.
murky.
Yeah,
I guess I don't like those backgrounds.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
murky,
it's the
dude.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
It'll be interesting to see them.
I
all
think the
actually
most
on the
important
characters'
thing
backs.
in these lists is that we nail the S tier, and I
Yeah.
think we nailed the S
Let
tier.
it be known that the majority of the pieces of art
Yeah.
on characters' backs in the
Yeah.
Yakuza series is S tier.
We appreciate most of
Who
that.
are
They did
you
it.
people?
Few things are as hype
Not
as a
accurate.
character ripping their shirt off in Yakuza and the camera just like panning on their tattoo. Just-
I think we already did rank Souls games, didn't we?
oh,
I think
good.
so.
I'm sure we did.
All
We all
right,
have different ranks.
we good with this?
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Locking it in.
Lock it.
Perfect.
There you go,
Lock all
chat.
in.
There you Yakuza tattoos.
Yeah, we have a tier for submissions though. For that.
All right.
Yep. What did we do? What did we do wrong
Oh, we didn't.
for chat?
Yeah.
Joetown
Oh,
seems
it's Tiermaker.
displeased.
That's what
Yeah.
we-
The
we're
last
here to get things
tattoo,
wrong.
apparently.
Joetown is making the fatal flaw that
Yeah.
we already addressed in the beginning when we're also analyzing the quality of the tattoo itself, not just the character it's
Right.
associated
Yeah.
with.
Right, right, right.
Boom.
So if
And
you
the
open your
quality
ears,
Of the image.
you'll learn the
The
criteria
ink-
that we're ranking
the
things
ink
on.
Also,
fading on
Joetown,
some
I
of
played them
those
all when
too.
they came out years ago, so sorry if my memory's a little
Yeah.
rusty.
So
Yeah.
480p
Yeah.
resolution.
Yeah, I gotta hold.
Yeah.
I gotta hold the lore for like 20 different universes in
Yeah.
my brain.
In before
Yeah.
the game
All
pass.
right.
I'm gonna get you like a coffee table book of just the
Yeah.
back
Oh my
tattoos.
god.
Please.
This next
You
list
could do it.
comes from our patron Mount Latino.
Thank you.
Love it.
You will be ranking Batman live action
Oh,
movie
God,
villains.
Yes, baby.
Catwoman S right now. S. Catwoman S.
Which one?
Catwoman is absolutely
That
nice.
first
Pfeiffer.
one.
Mr. Freeze.
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer S.
Top of the list
Yeah, man.
immediately.
Yeah.
First take whip crack.
Yeah.
S
Thank
tier.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank
God,
you.
Can we
she
put
is
the
a
other
god.
Catwoman a D?
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
Yes.
Can we bookend them with
Yeah.
Catwoman?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just saw it. I just
You're absolutely
saw
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the white.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze is
Mr.
a
Freeze.
C.
Ohio.
I won't go lower than C.
Oh,
That's the
you're
point I'm
right.
making.
He's an
Let's
S or A,
kill
man.
the
He's
dinosaur.
not an S,
No,
but
no,
he's
no.
hilarious.
I think he's B
So,
or an
he's
A.
hilarious in
Top
this
Yeah,
movie.
he's
There's
hilarious
the
scene
whole-
by
Alright,
scene.
B.
But yeah, B. Middle of the
B.
road.
Yeah, I think I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Bane is
B
D.
is
Bane is
fine.
D.
Oh my
Bane's
God.
not
Bane
S.
is D. Bane is trash.
Wait, which
Not
Bane?
the first Bane.
Okay, yeah, Bane is D. That Bane
Batman
is
and
D.
Robin
That
Bane.
Bane is
Yeah,
D.
Bane is a D.
I mean, Jack Nicholson Joker
What the-
is.
I haven't
Is
even
it
seen
S?
that
We should
Bane.
say the Jokers for last.
What an idiot.
We should save the Jokers for last.
For
okay.
sure.
Okay.
This
Scarecrow
Scarecrow.
is one of
I
my
could see
absolute
freeze the C.
favorites.
I like him a lot.
I think
I
he's
still
A.
think he's a B.
I think
A
he's
B?
an A.
Yeah. I mean, we
He's
could
better
put-
than Freeze.
Yeah. I
think
mean,
he's an
well,
A.
in what
Freeze
way?
is
You
good.
know, it's like.
Is this the Cillian Murphy one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an A. I think.
Really good visuals.
I like that he,
This
I
was
like that he
like-
came back. That was very rare in
Yeah.
Batman
What was
movies.
his
Yeah.
line? He goes, "That's
Not
not
even
my
Joker.
I think he's a good character. I really
And
do.
think he's a
before we
really good
saw
villain.
that version of
It's just
Scarecrow,
we're ranking Batman
it was
villains.
like hard
man.
to imagine
I think he's a
Scarecrow
B.
being a
I
live
think I
action.
might
don't
be on
know.
the
Yeah,
B.
B.
I'm
B
on the
is
train.
not disrespectful.
No, B is great. You guys are always saying
I
A.
think
I
Max
think Scarecrow's-
Shrek's a B.
Huber, any
Max
comment?
Shrek's an A. That's
Yeah.
I truly think Scarecrow is one of the best live-action Batman villains ever in Nolan's. So I think it's
really
A.
good, yeah.
All right, give it an A.
Truly.
Give it an A for
Truly.
Ubisoft.
I really think.
Max Shrek is
Yes.
a goddamn S.
Please make it an S.
I agree with that.
Every Batman Returns character.
Max Shrek is an S.
Yes.
He's menacing and terrifying, and he doesn't even
Yeah,
have
the
a
audience
power.
needs more explanation. Why is he an S?
Well, he's Christopher Walken.
Yeah, the
He's
walking
also
energy.
just like vile.
Nicholson
he has
is an
so
easy
many
S.
good
What are we
lines.
sitting
mean-
here for?
No, we're
Because we
gonna
had to
save
debate
all
the
the
Jokers at the end.
Well, like, why are we
And they're all
fooling
gonna be
ourselves?
S's.
Ledger Joker is an S. We
Oh,
all
yeah.
know it. Well,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah,
reason
yeah,
to wait.
yeah.
It's like
we got to
Right.
make a new tier for the Jokers.
it's clearly it's
Make a
clearly
tier
an
just
S.
called Joker.
Does that bump Nicholson down to A?
No.
No.
They're both great.
They're
Yeah,
amazing.
Nicholson
They're
A is
different
pretty
characters,
Slap
fucking
them both
good.
in S, dummy, honey. Slap them both in S.
Oh yeah, there's a Joker missing from here. Don't worry.
Leto Joker is like C or D.
Leto Joker is an F.
Yeah.
F minus.
Who is this
dude.
guy again? Who are we looking at?
Oh, this is the guy who was the
That's Ben Mendelsohn.
I love
the
Ben Mendelsohn.
Hell yeah.
third movie who's trying to work with
Yep.
Talia to take over Bruce Wayne.
Ben Mendelsohn, straight
I don't
up one of my
remember this
favorite
at all.
working
Yeah.
actors.
Yes.
Great.
Bane goes up to him and
Yeah,
goes,
yeah,
"Do you
yeah.
think you
That's
have
C or
power?"
We can
That's
fill in
D.
some D's.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone wearing a tie is
Yeah.
a D.
Yeah.
Like
He's a bad villain.
even
Ben Mendelsohn is an S,
even
but that guy's a
Yeah.
D.
Yes. Yeah.
even what's his and
Is this Ivy?
Cotilliard
Yeah.
says I love her.
Yeah.
No, it's I love Uma Thurman, but she's
No.
not even really fun in this movie.
Yeah.
I think
Everything-
it's like a D.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
she
most
wa-
of that movie is just unwatchable.
It's a good outfit,
Now
but
come on now.
it's a good outfit.
Make
She, but
I
she's
couldn't
not
make
even
it
that
work.
much fun.
Pre Poison Ivy, with the glasses, she's serving like sexy librarian. It's so good. As a kid,
I would be
Oh,
comfortable
I
with C,
think-
but it is probably a D.
I think when you look
She's
at a still
better than a
image of her,
C.
I think when you look at a still image of her, your heart wants to say S, but then you actually watch the movie and you're like, this isn't even that entertaining. Yeah.
she's so cute though.
Yeah, no, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely
C at
gorgeous.
least. C at least. Come
Oh,
now.
come on.
Good impact.
I
C.
love
She just cares
DeVito's.
Yeah.
about the environment.
DeVito.
DeVito,
Yeah,
S.
I
Yeah.
can't put Ivy on the
times
same tier
1,000.
as Bane, so I think C
Right.
is
Yeah,
good there.
yeah.
Penguin
Okay.
is a triple
That's-
S.
Yeah, Bane is nothing. Yeah. Yeah, DeVito Penguin is
DeVito
amazing.
S for
I
sure.
love Shrek made all the way up to.
I'm
Oh,
good with
D.
calculation. This is a C or a D. Memorable
D.
line.
It's a good line, but
The T
he's
box.
he cannot be higher than a
He's a prop.
C.
He's a prop.
Yeah.
He's
He's
not
a D.
even
He's
a
a-
villain. He's just
Yeah.
an accountant
He's
for
a
the
prop.
mob.
D.
Yeah,
He's a-
he's a D.
All right, S.
S or A?
B or A?
Yeah.
B. Let's do
Ooh,
B.
why
Who
a
are
B?
you?
Wait, blood, why?
Who are you people?
You
I wanna
gotta,
hear-
an A is a
All right,
compliment.
A is
It is
fine.
a compliment.
A is good.
It is a
Blood
compliment.
went
But
down to a
he's-
B. Why? Why did you
Blood's
like...
a psychopath. He hates the Schumacher movies. They have enjoyable elements.
Batman Forever is extremely fun
It's
to
so
watch.
We
Yeah.
gotta place Two-Face as well.
Batman
right now, 'cause
Forever
we-
is
are they-
better than the one
Because
after.
Riddler's better than
Absolutely
Two-Face,
better.
right?
Right,
Like, Two-Face doesn't really
yes,
do anything
yeah.
in that movie.
I actually really like Tommy Lee Jones'
Same.
performance in it.
Yeah.
I do, but he's
I
Two-Face
think
the whole time.
I do
He's
think
never-
I think Carrie's Ridley is better,
Right.
but yeah.
Marion Cotillard, Talia, D. D.
No.
Yeah.
D.
No.
Moving on. I don't want to get upset.
She makes me so mad.
Trash.
Yeah,
D.
trash. We
Make
need to make
a
an
trash
F.
tier.
No, we need to make an F and put her in it.
Make
Yep.
a trash tier.
Yeah,
Put
I
her-
want
Delete
to.
photo.
I want to put her in the garbage. I
Delete
need
photo.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remove her.
Remove it.
In fact, just call the tier garbage.
Yeah. I can't handle it.
Okay.
The garbage trash.
Trash baby.
Trash babies are good.
Okay.
It works.
Wrong
It's
take.
fine.
No, it's fine. It's
It's
the
what
color
it
of trash.
deserves. It's what it
Yeah,
deserves.
Yep. Yep.
Go ahead and move that other Bane down there too.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Now
This
we
Bane's a
can move.
D.
Now we can move free.
I say C.
What?
Vote to see.
I
Oh,
See when you can
no.
understand them in the home video
I would
version.
do like A.
Yeah.
What?
At least.
Yeah.
Like C or
This
B.
Bane?
Besides,
Yeah, I love this
Yeah, this is
Bane.
A or
I,
B.
I think Tom Hardy just.
how the fuck is he an A and Riddler's a B? Daniel Bloodworth.
What?
How
No.
is this little dumb bastard an A?
But Riddler's not
B.
A. Riddler's an
B.
A. Riddler's
Yeah.
A.
He said B for
We
Riddler.
I said
cannot.
A or B on both.
We
of them.
cannot suffer individual
Yeah.
persecution in Tiermaker Street. This is
Alright,
a united
fair enough.
effort.
I'm
Turn
good.
it up.
I'm good with B.
I'm
He's
good
definitely
with
got
B.
some
Why?
memes. He's got
Why?
some. He's got some.
Besides,
So
I mean, I
memorable.
do think
So
the ending kind of
memorable.
ruins him.
tone.
But
Also, the
Why?
best
He's
fight in
nothing.
Batman history,
Yeah.
period. The best fight ever.
Because let
I
me
mean,
put it this
but,
way.
but
Let me put it this
he
way.
has a presence.
I don't
He
feel
has
like
such a
Killian-
presence.
Just the tone of his
I don't
Love his
feel like
voice.
Cillian Murphy or Jim Carrey was held back at all, and I feel Hardy was the victim of designers and writers not really knowing what the hell they were doing.
Christopher Nolan being a
100%.
Yeah.
weirdo.
I think
Yeah.
I think Hardy did the best he possibly could, given a lot of criticisms
That
or given
movie
a lot
was
of
a
like
D, though.
hurdles to get over. Where like I feel Schumacher was just never told Jim Carrey no ever. It was just like no, just do whatever you want.
Like
So
Bane's
that's it.
performance.
I see that. I see him suffering just a little bit whenever I watch Rise.
When
Yeah.
Gotham is in ashes is a good line.
I love it. It's so
I would-
insane in the best
You
way.
were in the
It
dark.
is
I was
a
born.
I mean, that is
Yeah.
like that's like the best scene of the
Alright,
entire movie.
Now you have my
It's
permission to
literally the
rank
best
it.
scene of the entire movie.
This stream is unhinged.
the high rise.
I already know. where
No,
we're going.
B.
No.
B.
B.
Or B at least.
You're putting Arnold
I
Freeze
know,
and
I
Tom
know,
Hardy's
I know.
Bane in
Yes.
the same
I don't like it.
Down.
Yes.
I don't like
Down.
it.
Down.
Yes.
All right, if
Yes.
you're gonna
Group
wait,
decision.
no, move him to A then.
No, I
Yeah.
like
He's
B
a B.
so much.
I feel like
Okay,
he's
B's
I think
fine.
B's a nice
B's
happy.
fine. B's fine.
Freeze is
Whatever.
fun.
I get the
I like
same
him at
enjoyment
B.
out of both of those, those movies. Whenever both of them show up, I expect just about the same.
That Scarecrow's feeling high to me now.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No,
Yeah.
I love that.
Only one at the
Scarecrow.
A tier.
He's
Such a
feeling
good
high to
line.
me
I
now.
love him
He's
too,
feeling
though,
high to
because
me.
think about
Sets the
before
whole tone
you ever
for-
saw
Yep.
the idea of Scarecrow's live action
Yep.
villain. You're like, how are they
Yeah.
gonna do
Yep.
this right and make him
Some
intimidating?
scary
Like, yeah.
ass visuals,
Like, how are they gonna
dude.
do it though? And like
The scene where Batman looks all fucked up is pretty cool.
I love it. I adore it.
What's the name of the guy who played Two-Face? The new Two-Face? What's
Uh,
his name?
Aaron Eckhart, yeah.
I do like
What's
this
his
Two-Face.
He's good. He was not. He's in the movie for
Underutilized.
15 minutes.
No,
No, he's in a
I mean,
huge.
Two-Face is in the movie for 15 minutes. I mean, like he becomes Two-Face and then he's
Yeah.
out. You know,
Yeah.
so you don't really
But
get
But
that.
I think you gotta include Harvey Dent in this.
I didn't like his Harvey Dent. I thought he was very overacted. Buy American. Like,
I,
a lot of his scenes were very like.
I think he is an emotional centerpiece for the movie. Like
I think he's a great
when
actor.
he's-
I
Joe
love
his
him in a lot
face
of
is
other
pressed
things.
up against
Die
the oil.
hero,
Yeah.
live long enough to see yourself.
I don't know.
Don't
The
shoot
more-
the boy, Harvey. Or don't punish the boy, punish me. I'm about to is one of the single greatest lines in Batman history.
Good point.
So
Good dialogue.
So good.
Yeah, I don't know. The more I've seen Dark Knight many times. I'm
Yeah.
sure all of you have. The more I watch it, the more respect that I have for his character, and the more that I think he's a crucial component of it.
So what, like a B?
I would say.
Where do we put Tommy Lee Jones? If he's at B, should he be A and then
Tommy Lee Jones
is
is a joy.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard comparing like, because I love Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, but it's a joke. Like it's
Yeah, that whole movie's a
Yeah.
joke,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah,
why
the
it's
whole movie.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Tommy Lee at C.
I'm okay with him at C. Well, he's way better than Poison Ivy is in that movie, I think.
Tommy Lee's not a C.
Or no, I'm sorry, they're different movies.
That's the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, yeah.
But he's better than Freeze.
I like them both at sea because they're both like the not as good villains from their respective films, from their respective Schumacher
Good
films.
call.
Okay,
I think
I'm with you.
Tommy Lee's a
Fair
B, though,
enough.
for real.
I'm with
You've
you.
always
Oh.
been a true friend, Bruce.
He's better than Ivy,
Ah, Liam
and he's
Neeson.
worse than.
I really have a soft spot for this character.
Same.
I think
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
him more than he deserves.
Same A
but
tier at
There
least.
is something weird about it. There's maybe just Liam Neeson.
Wait.
No, I think Liam Neeson is like perfect for
Yeah.
the way that they did that character.
Right.
I adore it.
Because he's extremely self-serious, but he's so self-serious to the point that it's kind of goofy, but it only enhances it.
I adore it.
I think he's a B. I think
Rub
Tommy
your
Lee Jones
chest.
is a B too.
I think he's
Your
a,
arms
I
will
think
take
he's
care of
a
themselves.
C or D.
I think he's a C. Well, he's a...
Hey, yous guys.
Yeah, okay, maybe he's a D. Maybe he's a D.
Falcon's
Maybe he's a D.
a D.
Maybe
You
you're
always
right.
fear what you don't understand.
Yeah, that guy
Which movie
sucks.
was
He's
this
in.
called?
He fucking
Batman
sucks.
Begins.
Yeah,
He's the guy
okay.
that Batman says I'm Batman too. And
Oh.
This
Tommy
Yeah,
Lee
that
is a
didn't leave
B.
much
Tommy Lee's a
Tommy.
B.
He's maybe at the end of B, but he's a B.
Okay, he's at the end, but I didn't know left to right placement.
Left to right placement is important. Which means we need to work on S a little
Which
bit.
means freeze, yes.
Freeze
Catwoman's
that
my
go
number
down.
one.
All right,
I
Pfeiffer's
love
my
how high Max
number one.
recommended.
put
That's great.
Freeze at the end of B.
Yeah. No,
No,
he's...
we're good. We have a list. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving
There
on.
you go. There you go. He's not a C. He's hilarious.
Ooh,
What
I'm
killed
rocking
the
around a tier.
dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
I love our S tier.
Our S tier is perfect.
I love it.
And that's all. that
Yeah,
matters.
like
So
Mr.
perfect.
Freeze is like someone picked like a riddle book up
Yes.
out of their kid's
Yes.
library.
Yes.
And
And
it's
just
perfect.
like copy the stuff. And
Yes.
put it in
The
script.
thing that hurts though is like watching Arnold in that dumb outfit in that dumb movie where they have like ice skates in their boots is enjoyable. It's a very
actually
unique thing.
rollerblades?
But what kills me is Mr. Freeze. In the source material is like such an incredible character. Like animated
yeah.
series, Mr.
Right.
Freeze
Oh, he's
is like
amazing.
heart wrenching.
He's so depressed.
And so
I mean,
yeah.
to me, they all are. I mean,
yeah.
He's hilarious.
but, its teeth light up. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He's got one of those
Yeah.
dumb 90s.
It is. It's great.
He's
Shout
got
out-
an LED in his mouth. It's
Dude,
amazing.
I
the bat
literally,
credit
like-
card.
Have it out there.
Don't leave home without it, man.
Shout out to the Batman
Like, I
Beyond
tried to watch it
episode
on
where
cable
Mr.
one
Freeze
time, and
comes
I'm like,
back.
I'm
Well, then
done.
you
I'm
don't-
out of here.
Yeah.
Shout
You
out.
don't appreciate its finer qualities, Bloodworth. It's a beautiful movie.
This was definitely
seems
the
fine.
hardest one.
That was fun.
This seems fine.
Lock it in.
I feel like Liam Neeson is an A tier though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like
I think
the way
I
he
actually
challenges
think-
Bruce
He
Wayne.
makes that way better, man.
I think his racial
Bruce
duel
Wayne
is
matters.
on par with Scarecrow at the very least.
Yeah. I think we gotta
I
bump him.
agree. Yeah,
I think we gotta pump him up.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yes. Yes.
Get Scarecrow.
Too
out
bad
of there.
Talia fucking sucks.
Okay,
Talia's
all right.
It needs to be
garbage.
put in the
Let's
garbage.
leave on a high note.
Ah!
Let's leave on a high note.
Ruins it.
It
Ruins
does.
the movie.
It does.
Roby.
It's so bad.
It's the worst.
And like, it's one of those things when you watch a movie where it's like, oh, you legitimately thought this was clever,
Yeah.
and it's trash.
Like remember
That
like,
whole
when
movie
they're-
is trash.
When they're chasing her
No,
truck.
it's not all trash.
That movie's terrible.
When they're chasing her
Yeah,
truck, it's
yeah.
so bad.
All right.
That was good.
Also, Anne Hathaway, your Catwoman sucks.
That movie sucks. The whole movie's trash and everything in it is trash.
Michael Caine is very good.
I like
Michael
that.
Caine.
Michael
is a
Caine-
bastard.
Michael Caine is too good of an actor for Alfred.
Yeah.
Like when I found out,
Yeah.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
not. That doesn't fit at all.
He just plays the same character in every
He burns it
Christopher
all
Nolan
down.
movie.
Next month, let's rank the Gotham villains.
I know, failed. He's so-
I failed
Oh,
you.
I've never seen Gotham, so I
Yeah, me
can't.
neither.
I kind of want to.
I'm a fan. You know what's even better than
so
Gotham?
You have
Little-
to
It's so
really
fun.
like disassociate everything
Yeah.
you know to watch
It's
Gotham.
its
It's
own
crazy.
chaotic chaos.
How is Jada Pinkett Smith in it?
Excellent.
Jada
Okay.
Pinkett
She's
Smith
good.
is in
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Excellent.
I like the 20-second clips I get from
Yeah,
Netflix.
Mad
for
Hatter
Gotham.
is
I like
surprisingly
those.
good.
Like leader, she's awesome. It's like
Weird.
gangster kingpin.
Yo, the Mad Hatter DLC in what is it? Is it Arkham Knight?
3. Arkham Knight.
Yeah, is really fun.
Yeah.
And it's just like a perfect little morsel.
Oh, we already got an
Yeah.
E tier on
Find
this
the
one.
people in the
Yes.
trunks.
You're going,
No, I got
you're
rid of
going
it. I
through
made
the
it.
book
I
and
made
you
it.
flip it. Yeah.
Dude,
We didn't have the Catwoman
Buckle
movie
up.
in there.
Oh yeah, that would have
Stop
been
the
like.
beat.
It was mainline Batman movie is
Below
what the
trash.
list. Like the yeah. So that's why the
A fun bunch
Batman-
though. I've never like just looked at those characters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it does make the
none
Nolan
of the Snyder
trilogy
stuff
stand
was in
out that
there.
like just a bunch of boring dudes in ties, but like that's a lot of what Batman has to deal with a lot of the time is him like, how do I take these people out when they're big families? They're all, you know, double crossing each other and
A lot of that
the
in
mob.
Gotham.
Shouldn't we have ranked Superman because he's the villain in that one Batman movie?
Oh no, he is the villain in that movie. Are you nuts?
Their mom's
He
got
is
the
a
same
psychopath
name.
in that movie. So he's an alien, yeah. So we should kill him. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's like strong, so he should die, right, Alfred? And Alfred's
If
like,
there's a 1% chance that he could be bad, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
That doesn't.
That's not statistics, Bruce. That's not how that works. It's a 1% chance.
Our next list comes from patron Shoulder Guy,
Shoulder guy.
and you will be ranking Donkey Kong game.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of them.
Whoa.
No Donkey Kong.
All right,
Freeze,
let's
just
get
do
this
it.
out of the
Let's
way.
just do it.
Tropical Freeze in S tier, please.
Tropical Freeze is absolutely S tier. Donkey Kong Country 2 is an S tier.
Donkey Kong Jr. is S tier.
Diddy Kong Racing's S tier.
2 is S tier.
Maybe A.
Country's probably
Absolutely.
up there, too.
Donkey
Yeah,
Kong
yeah.
that Donkey Kong Game Boy game is amazing.
All the countries are S tier.
Yeah,
really.
Country 1 is S tier, too.
Maybe all.
Yeah, I don't know about 3. 3 of
I don't know anything.
Tony
I've
about
only
Hawk's
played a little
Returns,
bit of it.
yeah.
I think it's like
real
a
fun.
I think it's like a B. Maybe?
Yeah, it feels weird. The game feels real
Dixie.
weird.
So fun.
Country 1 at S, though, down
And Returns is A or S? What do y'all think?
S.
S, right?
I don't think it's a.
I mean,
S.
the thing
Maybe
is,
A or B.
is I love Returns.
Yeah.
I think it's an excellent game. It's just Tropical Freeze is straight up
Yeah.
better.
Right.
So it's hard.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
But then would
Yeah.
that
Freeze-
also be
Freeze
like
shows you
Donkey
what
Kong Country,
Returns is
Donkey Kong
missing,
Country
basically.
2?
difficulty
So
is
it's
more
it's
Yeah.
weird,
better.
Damiani, because I do think Country 2 is just a strictly better game than 1, but I have this weird love of 1 still. Like,
yeah, one.
I love one.
Yeah,
Country
one
one
has
you
a
say-
I
very
think one is
different
more
vibe.
of
Yeah.
the like difficulties a lot
When
more
that shit
even.
came
That's
out-
Yeah.
the only criticism of Country you can or Part 2.
Yeah.
When Country came
Yeah.
out, it, like,
Uneven.
melted in
I'm
my
with
brain.
you, Don. I think that's a very fair
Returns
point.
is like a
With
steady.
how good
build.
Also, there's something about like you're playing Donkey Kong in 1. Like it that
Yeah.
I think
Right.
that matters.
Yeah, that is a good point.
And it just looked so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
Holds up.
arcade game,
Arcade.
Oh, the original?
yeah, it's down there.
Yeah, the first one's the arcade game.
So
that one holds
I-
up.
Wait,
I
the
think it's an
OG?
S. I think
Yeah, that's the art.
S or A.
I think
yeah.
it's an S.
And
S
Junior-
for
You can still
sure,
play it
dude.
today and have just
Yeah,
as much
yeah,
fun.
Same
That
with
game is
Junior.
amazing.
Yeah.
And that's Fistful of dollars, right? Isn't that what they're playing?
What?
Fistful of quarters. Sorry.
Yeah.
Isn't that the,
The-
isn't the
yeah,
record
yeah,
of
it's
Donkey
the
Kong?
original.
King
Oh.
of
So they
Kong?
break. So they
King of
break
Kong.
down. Yeah. So they break down like how,
Yeah.
like why it's tricky. I'm like,
The
oh,
kill screen.
yeah.
Yeah, that game rules.
This is Donkey Kong 3's arcade.
I have
Donkey
no
Kong- Oh,
opinion.
this is with the,
No,
there was
the
Junior and then
mosquito
this.
thing,
Yeah.
the bug thing.
The speedo
That's
bug
kinda
thing.
Weird.
Yeah, this is like D, maybe F.
I'll say C or D.
I have to see what else we
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
get into,
Make
but
it in D for now.
All right, so I really don't like
Stanley.
Donkey Kong 64, but I realize that this is a divisive game. I realize that some people love it. I
I
don't
like
like
it.
it.
I just
But-
haven't played it in over a decade.
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
I
it's been a long
honestly
time since
I
can't-
haven't
played it,
even played it. It came out in a weird time for
Yeah, I
me.
don't
It's
think I ever
just
played it.
kind of exhausting.
You gotta have opinions about that.
I didn't like it when I played it when it came out.
Yeah, it's
I
just
did-
too
I
much.
was on the dislike
It's
fence.
so it's
I
plus and
don't.
minus, man. Like I don't.
don't
No
like
one's in
it.
the middle.
Does
Everybody
it
I
equal
know.
to a C then?
I think a C is fair.
I remember
think
liking
it's
the
different.
I think a C is
multiplayer.
probably fair
Oh,
from
no.
what I know.
We just lost some patrons.
Hey man,
Clunk.
if you just want to
Rhoda
hear
clicks it.
your own opinion, look in the
but I
mirror.
can't say I've never even. I've barely seen footage of
So
the game.
Game Boy Donkey Kong
Okay,
feels
no.
like an A to me.
it's so good. This
Yeah.
game
This
is
is
so
the
good.
94, yeah.
I would say at least an A. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Like I don't think
game.
it hits the heights, but it is definitely it's definitely better than it has any right to be, especially for when it came out.
Yes.
There was nothing happening with Donkey Kong.
Yes, it's almost like a 6 golden coins situation
Mm-hmm.
where I feel like they really made it for the platform in a way that made sense. It was distinct and looked good. Yeah.
And it was one of the few games that really used the Game Boy, the Super Game Boy, and like had its own color palettes and perks and stuff like that.
Donkey Kong 64 had multiplayer.
Yeah,
Loved
with
it.
the guns. The
Loved it, dude. The
peanut
fucking
guns, like
watermelon
Diddy,
rocket
yeah.
launcher, dude. Let's go.
Oh
I think it's worth a B.
I really liked it.
I forgot that we had an S. I was
It's
trying to put it in
it's
the
like
middle.
collectibles
so...
are like really grating. Though,
Yes,
right? Like,
yes.
It's, a
It's
huge
just
pain in the butt to play.
it's just like it's like the game just vomits collectibles, and it's just
Yeah.
you feel like you're like chained up as you
It's like
play.
they just went down this path.
Yes.
From like Banjo-Kazooie to
Yes.
Tooie.
They
to
went
then
too
Donkey
far.
Kong, Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They went too far.
The
Barrel
Ubisoft
Blast, man.
I haven't played Barrel Blast.
That's right.
I
No
probably played Barrel Blast.
That was the Wii Motion.
This is a
one,
Wii game, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Or wait, or was there a GameCube version of
I think
this?
Barrel Blast might have been.
I think this is only on Wii.
the Wii Motion, and it was all motion, weird motion.
It was all, well, yeah, it would have all been like left and right.
I don't remember.
It was only. It's for GameCube, or sorry, for Wii. Sorry.
Yeah.
For Wii.
Yeah, I don't think I've played.
I want to
any
say
of these
It was shown off on GameCube
I
originally.
really like the.
It was shown
Donkey
off on
Kong
GameCube
games,
originally, but it came out on
it's
Wii.
because I grew up with them.
Yeah, the lands were really
I,
fun.
I thought they were great, but it would be hard for me to rank them contextually.
Barrel Blast, we haven't.
Probably
Maybe
say
we don't
B.
have enough experience for Barrel Blast.
I mean, we don't have experience for.
I
most
feel like
of-
it's probably
There's
like
a DS-ware game on this
We
list.
could put like a
Never played
NA.
category.
yeah.
I don't know category.
Don't NA.
I mean,
It's funny
I
because
know
the
I
Mario
played-
versus
I know I
Donkey
played it,
Kong
I just don't
games I've
remember it.
enjoyed,
Yeah, I
but I'm
remember it
trying to
all.
remember.
Yeah, that's
they're
the
all
thing,
blurring
it's like-
together for me.
This. Yeah, we'll get to some of that other stuff, but it's like, yeah, Barrel Blast is like, I'm sure I played
We
it.
play.
Yeah.
We
I
only
don't
for some
remember.
game shows
Something
for
about-
some video.
Something about
Yeah.
the motion control was the like impeding factor
Yeah, it's just,
with
you're,
that
like, you're just
game.
guiding
Yeah,
yourself
it
through.
was
That was
like-
the problem.
Yeah.
It was
Nuisance.
like the gimmick and the problem. I can't
I'm
remember.
okay with it staying in D.
Jungle
Jungle
Climber, I
Climber
don't
and
remember.
King of Swing, I feel like are basically the same game, right? Like they're all right. They're like a B.
B's pretty high for just all right.
They're just like a weird arcade game because like it's like a puzzle game where you're just like it's like rock climbing. You're just kind of twisting up
Yeah, it was like a
up there. Like
This
there's
was
nothing
DS game.
offensive about
Yeah.
it. It's just
I think
it
that's a
is what it
C,
is.
right? Just average.
Seems average. I'm with any of these.
All right.
so-
But I have not played them, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Junior,
Yeah.
I
going-
think could be like
seemed
a
to be
A or
a
a
B.
B, maybe.
This was after King of Swing, by the way. So
Yeah, I've
this
maybe put
one's
that one
probably
at C
higher.
and King of Swing at B.
What? Sorry.
Maybe put that one at C and King of Swing at
No,
B.
this is better than King of Swing.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
haven't played either of those.
Yeah. I would probably.
Yeah, I haven't like. I don't think I've completed them. I've just played a little bit of them.
Did you play all 3 land games, Ben?
Yeah.
Would you
I
like put
remember
them all in
loving
like
those
B
lands.
tier?
I mean,
Just to be safe,
I have not played them since I was a child with playing with the neighbor boy, so I
Do you have Neighbor Boy's number? Can we?
I know his name, but I'm not gonna say it on stream. Yeah, just because of memory, like I would say I enjoyed them. Maybe I enjoyed Land 2 the most, but I would say I enjoyed them all equally. I don't think they're as good as the Super Nintendo versions. I think they're like all a B, is what I would put. I remember them fondly.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did play
I
them.
played one. It was just like, yeah,
remember
not
one
as good
and
as
two.
Country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a Game Boy version of
I
those
didn't play
games.
2
is
or
what
3
it is.
though.
But I also hold the Game Boy Mega Man games in pretty high esteem as well. I could see C for this as well. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with C for the Land games.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Or maybe the first 2 and B and the third one and C. I don't know.
Because I feel like they
I
never
can't-
really
I
stood
honestly
out as
can't
games on their
distinguish
own.
them all that
Yeah.
well.
Real quick.
I've played all of them, but
Junior, I think, is an A or B only because of the limited number of levels. But
I want to
that's
say
classic.
it's like a B. Like it's an
So
okay
classic.
game,
Oh,
but it's
so classic. It's just
It's
the
not
only thing
as-
it's
it's
limited
not as
by
memorable
was
as the
its
original.
time. Really? I liked it.
It's
better
way
than the
better
original
than
in some ways.
freaking 3 though.
Just the variety of levels they had in it made it better than the first one in some ways.
Looks like 2 was better than. I'm not sure looking at land stuff. It seems like 2 was better than 3, even though we didn't play it.
I mean that would track.
And
I
3
remember
and 3 was
liking
the,
Land 2
3
the
is the
most,
best of the 3.
but I don't know.
So, you do like that. Oh.
Wait, 3 is better than those 2?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
All right.
I think putting them all in the
I
same
have-
tier makes a certain amount of sense.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we can all. I mean, it's like we're talking a few points here, not like
Yeah.
drastic improvements.
Yeah, so Donkey Kong Jr., I feel like B. I don't know how anyone else feels about
No, I
Like
defer
I said,
to you.
Junior's pretty good.
I thought A just because if we have the first Donkey Kong and S, the
I
original.
think both of those games are so much better than Donkey Kong Jr.
You think the original
Especially
Donkey
for
Kong
their
is that
times.
much better than Junior? Really? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
The variety of levels, Blood.
Should we move
Variety.
downward?
There's no
But
variety
I mean,
in the original.
like that's like
It's
one of your like earliest platformers. Like it
Same
really
with
is.
Junior. I mean, Junior is
Junior
way back.
was more of just like you're like stuck on the climbing and stuff.
You got the vines, you got the moving platforms.
The Dawn v Blood. You
Yeah.
rarely see it.
I'm just selling it. Don's
They're
selling it.
back and forth
Your little
voices. It's like a new
electrical level,
thing.
you know, with the circuits. It's kind of freaky, really intense.
I just don't think it holds up as well. I just don't think it stands out as well.
Well, that's why it's A, you know? But it's not B. Drop 2 tiers below. I don't know.
I mean, those are still good games.
Strike him down with it.
When, you know, the Donkey Kong on Game Boy, like this whole like the whole system of levels and worlds and everything going on is really cool.
It was just as simple as the original. You're just a single screen, but it really had more than the original in every way. So the only reason the original is better is because it was the first. But really, the design
I don't
and
know. I
everything,
mean,
even
I
the fun
still
factor
feel
of
like
Junior was kind of
Have
better,
more
I
fun
thought.
going back to the original
You're
game
kind
than
of
going
doing the
back to
same
Junior.
thing though in the original over and over and over, whereas you actually do, even though you only have 4 levels in Junior or whatever, it's still like such a vastly different sort of, you know, experience you're going through.
Mario's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Back when Mario was a bad guy,
Yeah,
he used to
man.
be bad. Not a lot of people know this.
They have a complicated relationship.
I'm trying
Uneasy.
I'd be okay with. How about this? I'd be okay
Alliance.
with bumping the original down to A.
No.
How? Country's
Well,
better
does
than
any-
the original, and I mean, way better.
Does anyone
Even
else
though
agree
they're
with
different?
that?
The original, it's
I
like
agree
you
with
want.
They're different.
Any day of the week, you'll rather play
I agree
country
with
than the
that.
original. Or you play the
No.
original for 5 minutes, and then you're like, okay.
It's like
Sometimes
Mr.
you just want to
Freeze.
play a game for 5 minutes. Like
Right.
I don't always want to like.
It's like Mr. Freeze. Different doesn't mean
Yeah,
bad.
Don's
I
making a
think
good case, I
Donkey-
think.
I think Don,
I don't know.
you're making a very good case.
I
I don't
just-
think you need to drag
I
down
feel
the
like the
original with
climbing
you.
makes you feel more locked in place. You know, like,
Well,
you're
Blood
not-
won't
you're
budge
not
on
miserable.
Junior, you know. So I'm
I
trying
think
to meet him halfway.
I think we need to budge on Junior. I think that's the right way to go.
So let's
I mean,
bunch it
yeah,
up.
there were like platforms and vines and stuff you were crawling on, and then like some you had to hop over
Oh my
Oh,
god.
like
yeah.
half the.
It has all the mechanics of the first one plus
Yeah,
one. There's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a little more of everything in it, really.
I'm
Moving it to A.
I'm
Bump.
a
Don,
What do you think,
Don.
Blood? I don't know. I don't want to cross.
I just remembered the game. Yeah.
Let's
I played the hell out
compromise.
of
What
that.
do we do?
I'm trying to
I think I
decide
played that
which
one
one
the
In a
other
is
way,
a
though, I do
movable
like the
object
idea
and
of
which
moving the
one's an
original
unstoppable
down,
force.
just because country I really do think.
We're not going for that,
Any
Don.
day of the week.
Quit
you'd rather
pitching
play
it.
Pushing it,
country.
pushing
Quit
it,
pitching it. We're
pushing
not.
it, Don.
If you keep up with that, we're putting Junior at D.
Ah.
Okay, so I think Donkey Konga is legitimately great.
So
Oh,
here,
yeah.
I have a really weird
Super fun.
split feeling with Donkey Konga because I imported all of those Japanese games and like
Humble brag.
Flex.
loved them.
Yeah.
Blood flex.
Like all of those great like anime songs and stuff. And,
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff that just really felt like it fit the rhythm. You know,
that
and
right,
then when they
Master?
brought it over to the US and like put in all of these like covers of pop songs and stuff that I actually knew, right? I think
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like I didn't know the original Japanese song, so it's a little easier to absorb.
So
And so
fun.
hearing these weird covers in the US Donkey Konga games is like, oh
We can pretend it's the Japanese version. I do that with everything.
no. But that's the thing,
does
they're
do that.
actually different games
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of that. Like it's the same mechanics,
I-
obviously.
I still think at a time when music games are kind of on the rise, I think it stood out. Like obviously you can compare it to the Taiko games,
Yeah.
but
Same
I don't know.
developers, right? Yeah.
I think it is. I remember it very fondly, and like it's the kind of thing that I look on this list and it's like I would love to boot that up
The
right
claps
It
were
was
great.
just non-stop fun.
now. Yeah,
Too
yeah.
bad Twitch won't let us do that.
Wait, how do you play it? Just by
It has like
No,
a
you
mic
hit
in the
them,
middle.
hit them,
Yeah,
and then you
Oh,
clap.
it has the actual
So you
drums.
basically have
Yeah,
left
okay,
drum,
okay.
right drum, both drums clap.
Okay.
I don't remember the second one though. What was the deal with that?
It's just a different set of songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have a
There's
new
a
peripheral?
third
No, they
one,
was
but-
The Just Dance of its day.
I'm thinking B based
I'm
on this
thinking
game.
B. I'm okay with
I'm
B.
thinking this. That's funny that I say all this because I have not played Donkey Konga 2,
I'm having Dominoes.
nor have I played.
I'm sure I've
what is
played,
it?
but it's again
It's like
it's a
finished
song selection
Oreos.
thing.
Dude, it's classic.
Are they non-dairy? Like
Probably
Oreo?
not. Well, I don't know.
It's infinity.
Jungle
said
Beat,
yeah.
I don't remember.
Jungle Beat is fantastic. Jungle Beat is an A.
Is an A.
Oh wait, was that GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you,
okay, that
you
was fun.
play
Yeah,
a
that was
platforming
awesome.
game with the bongos.
I remember now. That
Ooh.
And it's made by the guys that eventually went and made Galaxy. Super well defined.
Oh.
You also have like these like kind of boss battles against the other gorillas, to where you hit the bongos to punch.
Oh yes,
And so
yes,
you're like,
yes,
pop, pop,
I
pop, pop,
remember,
pop, pop,
dude.
pop, pop,
That was so fun.
It was
That
so
would be-
fun.
yeah, that would be
Dude, looks like
Uh,
he's starting a revolution on that.
They
Yikes.
made a Wii version. Do not play that version. Play it with the bongos.
Ah.
So these games are
hit
hard for me
very
because
hard.
I've enjoyed them quite a bit, but they're blending together for me in a way that makes them hard to individually rank them.
I don't
Right.
remember.
Yeah.
that.
But I do remember
Let's
they
do the
like
first one.
they get worse.
Sure.
I don't know about the first couple, like where those rank, but I know at some point they just became kind of garbage.
BCD.
Like
Are all 6 of these the
Tipping
same
Stars
franchise?
is probably bad,
All Mario vs. DK.
Wow.
but I don't know that
That
I've
was
really
Mario
put a lot of
and
time
I
into
only
any
played
of them.
this one.
The first one I probably put the most time into.
1, 2.
I played
I
the
played
DS
Minis on the
one.
Move, and then the one left of that I've also played.
March of the Minis is the one I played.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I
Yeah.
think those are both pretty good.
I don't know anything about these.
Yeah, I don't really.
I might put the
They're-
first one
Puzzle
at
platform.
A or B.
Yeah, they're neat. It's a neat idea for sure. It's definitely worth checking out if you've never played them.
Well, I mean, they
before.
made 6 of them, so they
Yeah.
must have been doing something right.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's just one of those things for like scope.
I
It's just
think
like
it's-
such a small
they
team
could
that
just
put
pump
them
them out.
together.
I
yeah.
think it's diminishing returns though.
That's
on the
the
idea.
thing, yeah.
Mm.
2004 puzzle platform game. NST made it. Yeah.
Puzzle platformer, our favorite debate.
So, but basically the idea is it's kind of like a Donkey Kong game, but then you also had like all these little robots, almost like lemmings kind of.
Oh, I
yes,
love Lemmings.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lemmings. That's interesting. Yeah,
And the robots are Marios?
Yeah, they're like
They're
little,
like-
they're
Mario
little wind-up
clones.
Mario.
they're little
Oh.
automatons. Yeah.
Automatons.
A humanoid automaton.
You are in a cave. You see a humanoid. Roll initiative.
Yeah, they seem to go down with score with each successive.
Right.
So just
So
start
So
at
like
S.
one at B and the rest
Yeah,
of
there
the
we
C.
go.
Start at S and go down.
That works.
Well, I mean, I don't
Started A
know.
with the
I
first
feel like
maybe, or B?
we've
Okay.
contextualized
yeah.
our experience with it
Yeah.
enough that you get the idea.
Then C.
I don't know how the DSi works. Oh, that's like
Yeah.
a plastic.
Just D
Diddy
the
Kong
rest
was
of
not
them.
on the list.
Yeah,
right?
just do the rest.
What's up?
Diddy Kong Racing was not on the list.
I
yeah.
don't think so, yeah.
No.
Because that's Diddy Kong. Not
How
Donkey
many
Kong.
Diddy Kong games are there other than racing? Is that the
3.
only one?
There's one more, right?
It's a short retrospective.
Hubert, do you want to bump up 64 to B? Do you feel that passionately about it?
I just remember loving it as a kid, but that was again over 10 years ago. I have
Yeah.
no current context
I
for
saw
it.
Chad light up about it more than anything
Chat
else
loves
today.
it. Bump
I
it to B.
loved it growing
Give it
up.
to Chat.
The
Bump
Chad
it to
vote.
B.
I loved the single player and I loved the multiplayer.
Especially 'cause-
Both.
yeah, it's pretty.
Give it a B.
Don't
for
let this
pity's
power
sake.
go to your head, chat.
Yeah. Everybody gets one.
You
Yeah,
get
the
one. You
frame
get
rate's
one.
That was it. That was it, chat.
Remember
64 is
Donkey Kong
awful. I agree with
64.
you. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Years from now.
I'd be
the only
curious to
time
play
we're
it and see
ever
what
gonna
I
give
feel
it to
about
you.
it now. But they've never ported
Yeah,
that,
it's
right?
Because I have such strong feelings against it, it makes me want to do a full playthrough on stream and like challenge my own opinion.
Right.
I loved it too. DK64 is at least an S. People like 64. 64 is great.
Well, then there's like 64.
64 is awful. Yeah, that's what I was looking
Immediately
for.
after we put out the so funny.
Yeah, it's
That's
divisive.
Check out our new show,
Do all the
Trash
collectibles.
Babies.
Yeah, I think that's how you'd have to do it if you did that stream.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember specifically a
Donkey Kong 64
watermelon
Trash Babies?
bazooka.
Yeah, if it got under a 6, nominate it for Trash Babies and we'll play it.
I remember struggling really hard on a boss in the rain where you have to launch yourself at like big cardboard King K rules maybe, and it was really difficult.
Sounds epic.
Dude, the Pat Chet is so passionate about this. 64 is great. Fuck that game. DK64 sucks. Like we are. This is
We need to settle it.
This is Easy
That's
Allies
me.
Civil War.
Yeah, we need to settle it.
Yeah, we do. We need
That's
to.
why
we
we
need
put
to.
it at C.
We need to put it through its paces. You're getting audited. Donkey Kong 64. You're getting audited.
Yup.
Yeah. What did it get on Metacritic?
Oh yeah, everyone's got guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have guns?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
watermelon rocket
Yeah,
What's
there's
launcher.
the
guns.
game?
Yeah.
Really
Donkey
long time
Kong
ago, huh?
There was like
64
certain
A
deathmatch.
chat divided.
has a Metacritic of 90.
Whoa.
No, that's
90.
wrong. That's just straight wrong.
Here.
Video game reviewers. are
Edge
trash.
gave it an 8 out of 10. EGM gave it a 27 out of 40. Famitsu
Wait.
gave it a 33 out of 40.
Those are
Famitsu can't be trusted.
Game Fan gave it a 7 out of 10. Game Pro gave it a 4.8 out of 5.
Hell yeah.
GameSpot gave it a 9 out of 10. IGN a 9 out of 10.
Oh,
N64 Magazine
Love this
93%.
CDJ.
Nintendo Life 7 out of 10. Nintendo
What did
Power
Edge give it?
8.6.
What did Edge give
Edge
it?
gave it an 8 out of 10.
No, okay. Wow, that's surprising.
Look, we
That's
can vote
surprising.
better.
E3 1999 Game Critics Award Best Platformer.
We need to put it through the paces. We
Yeah.
need to.
Wait,
we
E3
need to-
awards
we
don't
need
count
to-
for
We need to
anything.
bring the IRS in here.
They don't.
shutdown.
Come on.
They're just
Some of the
guesses.
worst games have gotten excellent E3
Yeah, they're
awards.
just guesses.
At least collectively, we all kind
Didn't
of had reference
EGM
here,
give
so I'm
Colonial
proud of that.
Marines like a 9 out of 10?
Yeah, oh yeah. E3 awards are like, hey, the trailer was cool.
All right.
Alright.
We
We'll put it through.
that had Tiermaker. That list had Tiermaker energy to
Yeah,
it.
that was
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
marathon there.
Yep.
Made me realize how few Donkey Kong games I've played. Goodness.
We'll chuck 64.
I have
on
like
hard
no
mode
memory
or
of Donkey
something.
Kong Jr.
yeah.
at all.
Mario and Donkey Kong Collection when? Let's shadow drop that. Let's do
Oh
it.
yeah. Finish it
I
and then sit on
legit
it for a
think,
few years.
despite the
Right.
spike in difficulty, which I agree with you on,
Oh.
I legit think Country 2 is like a 10, even in spite of
yeah.
its problems.
Best
Tropical
carpet,
Freeze,
best
10.
carpet of E3 award is
Tropical-
the only E3
Tropical
award
Freeze
that
10.
actually has empirical evidence.
GameSpot gave Tropical Freeze a 6
favorite.
out of 10, and we must never forgive it.
Possible.
We must never forgive it.
Which game?
Something went
Tropical
wrong.
Freeze.
Something went wrong.
Something
there.
went wrong.
Something went wrong.
Something wrong.
Joy-Con drift or
The
something.
check did not get cashed.
All right,
I'm
what
joking.
the fuck is this?
This one comes from patron Michael Rebelayato.
Hello.
This is
Is it anime?
Rubiata.
this is even better, Ben.
Better than anime.
Oh god, what is this?
You lost me. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
I can literally do this list in 1 minute. There are a few things I know in my life more than Metallica, but I want to open this up because Jones, I know you.
Is S&M here or is this?
S&M is right there, bottom left.
S&M. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
S&M is
S&M.
bottom.
The
Okay,
my
so-
S&M is definitely a personal
think-
favorite.
I think
I
we
don't
gotta-
know which ones are the ones I like.
S&M
Well,
is Symphony of
I
Metallica.
can tell you literally
Wait, is
anything about any of these albums.
Isn't Superior better than personal favorite?
So yeah, we can rename these.
Isn't a personal favorite like?
I think we just do S, A,
Yeah.
B, C.
Yeah, because this feels like it was made for somebody in particular.
Okay, so there are some obvious ones that I think like everyone can agree on, and if you don't agree with this, I don't understand
Kill
you.
'Em All and Master Puppets.
Well, Master of Puppets is definitely S, and Justice for All is definitely
Leave
S.
V.
yeah.
Ride the Lightning is definitely
Keep
S.
V in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Black
Kill
Album.
'Em All is amazing. I love Kill 'Em All. I listen to Kill 'Em All any day of the week.
too.
But like, we can't put everything in. So I think
You're right,
I think
you're right.
I think Kill 'Em All might be like a great A candidate.
Justice for
Black Album, Ben. Can you put it in S?
I love the
Max
Black Album.
Studio, it's like the
I-
best studio. It's that sweet spot
Okay,
where they
so
make a like brilliant
The
studio.
Black Album is immaculately produced. I was just because the anniversary of the Black Album is going on right now, and they're doing a big collaboration where all these artists are releasing covers of the Black Album songs. So I just went.
Nice.
I actually, while I was on vacation, I listened to the entire Black Album. It's an excellent album. It doesn't speak to me in the same way that Master, Ride, and Justice does, but I can
dude.
I can totally see it being S. I
Yeah.
can totally see it being S.
All right, so sorry. Where's the?
And just for all the.
I would probably put it at A.
Oh, sure. There you
Yeah, just
Wait.
go in order.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
So, all right. So this is Garage Inc.
Yeah, Garage
Okay.
Inc.
There are two. Garage Inc. actually has like this album in it, so it's kind of weird to rank them separately. It is amazing. Metallica destroy covers. It's actually secretly some of my favorite Metallica ever are some of these covers. So you've got like Bread Fan, you've got Am I Evil, which is amazing. It's hard. I would put it at S, but because they're covers, I don't know if that knocks it down a little bit. I think the more contemporary covers are less good than the older covers that they did. The older covers have a little bit more bite, and there are some bad ones.
So wait,
On
which
the
one
key,
of
like
these first
whiskey
two
in
are
the
you
jar.
doing?
I feel
Okay,
like
so,
S3
like-
should be S.
Okay, so I think the first one is like their older covers that they did when they were younger. I think that's at least an A. I would say Contemporary Garaging, despite having some amazing stuff on it, that Merciful Fate medley is god tier. It's fucking sick as hell. Listen to it now if you haven't. But there's some weak tracks on here. I think it's a B. Anderson's Roll is an S. There's no it's not an S. I wish the bass was
Love
audible.
B. It was so good.
I'll put done. I would personally probably put Black Album at A, but if you love it, man, we're gonna put it at S.
My opinion, basically, of it is like, okay, before that, like Ride the Lightning, Master Puppets, all those, there was that like raw energy that you just can't quite get because of how produced Black Album was.
Yes.
But it was that at the same time, it was that sweet spot of there wasn't a single track on there where you're like, oh, this is like a little bit of slipping on a studio album. You know what I mean?
As a like album production, it's immaculate.
And
like
it
just
had
the
a couple
sounds.
of tracks that just appeal to like mass appeal too.
Well, what's great about the Black Album, and I think people when they think of the Black Album, they think of like the ballad "Nothing Else Matters." They think of Enter Sandman, and like those are great songs. But there's actually some heavy hitting songs in there. Like you've got "Holier Than Thou," you've got "My Friend in Misery," you've got "The God That Failed." Those are like not quite classic thrash level, but they're pretty good. Let's put it in S. Let's do it for Don.
Okay.
Throw it up there.
Oh, chat.
Throw it up.
Death Magnetic is a hard one for me.
I wasn't a fan of like those, but you.
That's a B, probably.
Well, so we were just talking about the production of the Black Album and how good it is.
Yeah.
The production of Death Magnetic is like really bad. It's very crunchy. Like it's like somebody was like at the boards and they turned up all the knobs, and it kind of hurts some of the songs.
It was like, to me, that album was like, it was like major budget studio album, but they were trying to create a sound like from Garage, the original Garage, and you know what I mean? Like it was supposed to sound like a
That was
like
2008
independent studio album.
That makes sense.
So
It's also just kind of calm. I don't know.
Well,
They just kind of.
there's some songs I love on this. My Apocalypse I really like. I like All Nightmare Long, and it's hard for me because Death Magnetic was the first real Metallica album after a very long absence, so it kind of had that like coming back. But I think it's nowhere near as good as any of the albums that we've already ranked, so it's at C.
Yeah.
Man,
I hate this cover.
yeah, it's funny because it's my wife's favorite cover out of any of them, which I think is crazy. So, Hardwired to Self-Destruct is the same problem that modern Iron Maiden has, where they just like they don't cut enough stuff. And so you have some songs in this album that are legitimately great. Spit Out the Bone is one of the best things they've done in a very long time. But then you have like Murder One, which is just a bland mid-tempo muddy mess. And so it's just like constantly like going up and down. So I think this one's also a C.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, that's a cover.
Yeah.
Now there's an
You should
album
see
cover.
the cover for Metal Up Your Ass.
You should see the cover they wanted to make.
Yeah.
No, Kill 'Em All. Man,
Smell the glove.
my heart wants to give. My brain is like put it at A, but I fucking love every track on Kill 'Em All. I don't think there's a single track I don't like. And Seek and Destroy.
And
Yeah,
it's iconic.
I would say A, just because we're just of the other things that are
Yeah.
going up there. But I selfishly love Kill 'Em All. Yeah.
I think Load
I
is
think that's
better
when I
than.
discovered Metallica. I think it was the first Metallica album I listened to.
I think Load is better than people give it credit for. Obviously,
Fuel Line?
no, that
Line?
was Reload.
Oh.
Reload has a couple of good tracks, but I think it's just straight up worse than Load. My opinion of Reload has actually gone down over the years. Load is hard because it's so different from everything they did, but I think if you kind of take it on its own terms, it's not that bad. I would say it's a B. I think they branch out better than people give them credit for. Master of Puppets is an S.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with
Even
Master of
I know
Puppets.
that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think Reload is a C, yeah. Ride the Lightning is an S.
SM's an A for me. This is Michael Kamen,
Yeah.
who is now passed, who's a composer, has done a bunch of different stuff. And he just like reached out to him. It's like, I love you guys. I want to perform with you. And so it's just this orchestra just like lifting Metallica up the whole time.
And-
It's like
There are
wild to listen to.
there are two brand new songs on S&M, No Leaf Clover and Minus Human. Minus Human is less good, but No Leaf Clover is a banger.
So it's just a stem?
Yeah, I like that title.
I think A
Just a
is
piece of
right.
grass?
I think A is right.
A very special album to me. I've listened to that album.
All right, so
many.
It's a fucking piece of ground.
my opinion on Saint Anger is probably gonna piss people off.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Because here's Saint Anger was around the time that I got into Metallica, and
Uh-huh.
What year was this one?
this is 2003 with Saint Anger.
Okay, I was gonna say this came
I
out around
think-
when I graduated.
I think there are legitimately, to this day, really good songs of Saint Anger that don't get enough credit. I think Frantic is really good. I think Saint Anger is really good. I think All Within My Hands is really good. But the rest of the album is kind of shit, and there are, like, even like my least favorite Metallica album, like the songs that I don't like, I can, like, listen to them. There are songs on Saint Anger that you just, like, legit cannot listen to. Like, Invisible Kid is dog shit. Like, it's so bad. But they really tried to do something different. It can have kind of this raw energy to it that I think they were kind of missing around this time. And, like, I don't know, Frantic just fucking snaps. It's hard for me. Probably a C.
Yeah, sounds like a scene.
Probably a C.
No V tier, huh? What
What is
Chat's
V
freaking-
tier?
He just
Is it,
typoed, but
is
it's
this the best one?
Chat's freaking out about something called Lulu.
Oh.
Is that
another
your
album?
So
that maybe got
Lulu
missed, or
is a
it-
collaboration with Lou Reed.
It's probably
Before he
pretty sick.
died.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it.
Let's do Tom Waits next time, and then you guys can just.
Yeah, there's one that had like all their live albums.
Frantic
and
is so
stuff,
cheesy.
and I was like,
Metallica
I don't think
is
we need to
cheesy.
get into that.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah,
what-
you had to
Metallica's
have been.
It's
cheesy.
just
Wait,
this is
don't
a
they
funny
actually
one
have,
for
like,
me because
30
it's
albums
like
or something?
Yeah.
I experienced all this
Fuel
stuff
is a
sort
cheesy
of
song.
secondhand because
Oh.
my brother was insanely into Metallica and so was
Yeah.
just always playing. But because of that, I don't know any of
Yeah.
this stuff as
Right.
an album. You know, like I went to like planetarium laser shows.
Yeah.
It would play Metallica.
The
I don't know.
the problem-
The songs are
The
on
problem with a lot of people.
Any videos of that one?
The problem with a lot of people that talk about Metallica is they pretend like they know a lot about Metallica because they listened to Enter Sandman a few times, but they actually don't know shit about the band and don't consider their work in a comprehensive manner. And so you have a much different feeling, I think, than if you really kind of give their catalog an exhaustive look.
Now
Or a
I'm-
more exhaustive look.
Now
I
I'm
guess.
just thinking about little Danny Bloodworth amongst all the stoners at
Yeah.
a laser
The
show.
mushroom convention at the laser.
I tried to get my father-in-law to Metallica. I had a couple songs that
Yeah.
that start really, start calm.
I
Didn't work,
Disappear. I actually really like I Disappear. That's from the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack.
Nice.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a great song, but I like it.
It's serviceable.
Yeah.
It gets the job done.
Wow, 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 wow.
It's better than Mission Impossible 2.
Wow. I really liked Mission Impossible 2 at the time, but I
Dude,
think
the
I was
theme
just a
song
dumb
to
kid.
Mission Impossible 2.
Dude, Fallout 10.
That's Limp Bizkit.
The
isn't it?
biscuit.
Oh my god. So bad, dude.
Oh, So
Let's
What
do
is
the
a
Limp
great
Bizkit
live
albums.
album. I would probably put So What at A. It's really good. So they're in one of the
I usually
parts.
don't like many live albums.
Yeah, I'm hit or miss on live albums. I think So What is legit good. When they bring the audience up for Seek and Destroy, and they're just like, these kids are just like screaming so hard they're eviscerating their throats. It's really endearing. It's good. It's good. Mexico City. Yeah.
All
What was the tier where they all like lit on? Where they like destroyed the stage and everything, and that was like a whole part of it. And, like it fell apart. It went like.
I think you're
a
talking
dude
about
came
the
running
end
out on
justice.
fire and like.
Oh. Well, James Hetfield
Right.
got like burned up from
It was
pyrotechnics.
it was a reaction to that. It was
Yeah.
basically they came back and like one of their concerts turned into a stunt show halfway through.
Yeah, during the And Justice for All tour, they had the Lady Justice, who has been raped, crumble, I believe.
What?
That's one. It's a lyric.
Oh my god.
has been raped. Yeah.
Okay.
Slayer nod in chat.
What the fuck's
That
the
one
next
done.
one?
Our next list
Slayer's
comes
amazing.
from patron Jimmy.
Me.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, you are going to be ranking
Oh, I was thinking
the
of live
starter
shit.
Pokemon.
I think I was.
Nice.
For some reason, my
Wow.
brain farted, and I was thinking of live shit. Not so what. I apologize.
Yo, those first three, just put them in.
Oh
Yeah.
God, damn
First
it!
three are
Put those
S.
first three in S,
First
please.
three are S.
I don't
for
agree
sure.
with that.
What?
I don't agree with that. I don't think they're all automatically S.
What?
Charge.
You're
I
gonna
don't
put
think they're
Squirtle in
automatically
there.
yes, except that
Yeah.
they are.
I don't think Bulbasaur is as good as the other two.
They're like literally the only
I'm
Pokemon
okay with
I
that.
like.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Charmander's gotta
the
get.
most-
Charmander is
I think
an S.
Charmander is absolutely an S. I'm with you 100%. I
And
don't think
Squirtle's
Bulbasaur is
an
quite
S.
as good. Yeah, I mean, I'm biased towards Squirtle, but
Dude, Bulbasaur's
I like
awesome.
Bulbasaur. I like
you can put him in S. It's a
Bulbasaur.
group decision.
I like
It's a group decision.
I like
I'm just saying my opinion.
Love
Bulbasaur.
We don't have to
Bulbasaur.
agree.
Oof, I'm terrified of this.
Yeah, this sucks.
I've spent a lot of time thinking.
Alright, who the shit are
I don't
any
know.
of them?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's a
hurt me.
problem.
That physically hurt me.
I liked that owl
say
one.
that? Okay, so this is Generation 2.
Literally never seen this thing before in my life.
No, these,
Cyndaquil's the second one. I forget the name of the first
I don't know
one.
what is it. Pick.
these
Chikorita, right?
Yeah, Chikorita, Totodile.
Chikorita, tell me
These-
what's
that
wrong.
I think it's hilarious.
I think all of the Gen 2 starters are like S tier. They're really good.
Nice.
I think they all exude personality. I think that personality is different. I think it speaks to you differently depending on what you gravitate toward. I think like that's what you want starters to be. I look at all three of them and I think they're all relatively equally strong.
Obviously, I favor Totodile. Totodile's evolution worked out very well.
Which one's Totodile?
Yeah, Totodile, I think is.
That's
That,
good.
yeah.
I love Totodile. Yeah.
Totodile means business.
I like that little leafy guy.
I'm not anti-Bulbasaur. I just don't think he's quite as good.
Bulbasaur's fantastic. I like this guy's
People,
energy.
if you can't handle different opinions, you're not gonna make it through life.
This guy going like this, I love his energy, but I don't know anything about him. Oh, I don't like the two tails.
No.
I really like the owl on
It
the
knocks
bottom.
him down.
Yeah, Rowlet
Love
is an S.
that owl.
Rowlet.
Yeah, Rowlet's an
Rowlet's
S.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That owl is everything to me right now.
Tico is S tier. Yeah,
Huh?
I'm not
Skipping
as
ahead.
familiar with Gen 3 as I am some of the other gens. I've played it. I love.
Place feels kind of like a B, you know?
It's hard because I don't have the same passion due to lack of familiarity as I do some
Why
of the
even
others.
have tiers?
I think these are all fairly strong though.
I feel like the Mudkip, right? I think that's higher than the others.
Yeah, I'm with you. I also have a bias for water starters. But
That's Mudkip.
yeah.
Mudkip.
A.
Mudkip.
Yeah.
Good name.
I
Cool
feel
name,
it doesn't feel strong. It's the previous
look
ones
like
to
a
me.
mud.
So these two are a B?
Yeah, I think they're all pretty strong. And the thing is, I think Gen 4 is all pretty strong as well.
Oh,
I like that little
where's,
bird.
This one. This is
I want to say
What?
A.
Do that little turtle as
Well-
a B.
well, I don't think they're all
Oh, are those both
Yep.
grass? Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, they're
little
both grass.
confused.
Bail
They're
us
both
out
grass.
here.
Okay.
What's going on?
They're both grass.
No leaf
Yeah,
clover.
they're both grass starters. So the first one is Gen 3. The second one's Gen 4.
Oh. Well, then Gen 3 only had two in a row?
No.
These three were
No,
right
no.
next to each
Go
other.
go up.
This one was right next to...
this.
These two grass
one
boys
is
were
out
next
of
to each
order.
other.
Torchic is pretty
Yeah,
good.
this
That's
one's out
got to
of
be
order.
an A
This
or
one.
a
I think Torchic is an A. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm with you.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
now
so
we're
they were
back.
mixed
yeah,
up.
they
Got
got
it, got
mixed
it.
up. I was like, something
I
got
was
weird.
confused for sure.
Something got weird.
Yeah, we got it out of order.
I would put Mudkip at S, but it belongs at A.
Yeah, I think it's still better
Belongs in a
at
museum.
It belongs in a museum.
A.
All right. Well, these three seem all right.
Turtwig.
I think looking at them
These
more,
all feel like B's.
I would
Maybe.
maybe even go. I would go B or C. I love yes. Piplup, I believe is
Yeah,
the
that
name.
guy's a cutie.
Yeah.
guy.
I love Piplup.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
adorable.
I would say A for Piplup.
I want to snuggle with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
yeah. I
you
want to
do.
be friends with that guy.
Yeah.
I love this turtle, but
Turtwig.
Turtwig?
What is it? Chat?
I do think I
Turtwig,
agree with you,
Turtwig.
Chat. I don't
This thing is
love
whatever.
Chimchar. Yeah.
This thing is whatever.
I think it's a C. I
Look
think
at
it's
this
a C.
thing.
Yeah.
What?
At first I was actually pretty strong in it, but the more I
Snapping
look at
turtle.
it, the more I'm
This
underwhelmed.
turtle has a
Nothing.
poop hair. I don't like it.
I don't love Chimchar. I don't.
D.
Yep.
Poop hair gets
I
you a
don't,
D.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's D.
I don't think it's.
I was gonna go D,
F.
but
I think it may be a B.
Turtwig
A
is S.
B.
I would go
It's just
C.
like a
I would go C.
Flying,
Okay.
a flaming.
This guy's got a collar and an attitude.
Yeah, this guy's got
Yes.
major
Yes,
attitude.
Yes.
Side-eye.
Snivy, I actually think
Maybe it's
Snivey's an
earned.
S. Yes.
All three of
Really?
these guys
Yeah.
It's an earned
they're
Wow.
out.
Yeah.
fun designs, these three. I like
Oshawott
this
is my
pig
favorite
guy.
out of those three.
Little,
This thing
I
is-
love Oshawott.
little wrestler
Jolly
pig.
little.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
he's giving
ask
off
who this
chaotic
dude
energy.
is because he's what?
This
What
thing.
Pokemon
This
game
guy,
is that Pokemon
yes,
in?
this little fucker.
That
Yeah,
is
this
Gen
thing.
8, so that's
Nice.
Sun and Moon.
That
I
might
believe.
be. I don't know.
That thing
The panda looking
rules.
guy?
If that dumb
No, the
bathroom
pig, the
panda's
pig,
an
the
S,
pig.
this pig's an
Oh.
S.
Where's the panda guy's amazing.
He
The
looks like
Oshawott?
The Oshawott?
It's an otter.
he looks like he lives in a
That's
bathroom.
an otter.
Oshawott
Those
is
are black
Gen
and white.
6, I think. I think
Love it.
is
Black and
Oshawott Gen 5 or Gen 6? I don't
Usually they're
remember.
from black and white.
I don't think Tepig and Snivy should be up there.
I probably got like 4 things wrong there. I'm sorry, chat / Alice.
They
If
should
that
go
bathroom
down.
panda is in S, those two are in S.
Yep.
That bathroom panda is worse than those two.
If anything,
Oshawott?
Oshawott is not.
Oshawott is amazing. Look at him.
love it.
I don't mind dropping the pig
Love it.
Pokemon,
Yes, love it.
but the green guy's incredible.
That
Tepig-
pig is fantastic.
I
That pig
think-
is
Love that
hilarious.
thing.
Yeah. I love
Tepig
that thing,
is a
too.
nice, jolly
Yep.
Pokemon. It's not my style,
Yes.
but
Keep
I
it
think
in
it's
that.
just fun. I think it's
Keep
just
it in
fun.
Absolute jolly, chaotic
100%.
energy from
Yeah.
that thing.
Sure.
Love it.
Ah!
Yep.
Love it.
So good.
Oh man,
Ooh.
Here we go.
I love him so much. I'm blanking on the
That
name.
fox is cute too.
I
Isn't
have-
that little
yeah.
turtle?
Fenric?
You have to see the evolutions for the fox. It's
Oh,
amazing.
Yeah.
It gets like a wand.
Oh, cool.
It's like a fucking
Oh yeah, that's
wizard.
Love that,
It's great.
love that.
Yes.
That sounds like
Chespin,
S to
thank
me.
you. It's blanking on the name. I love Chespin. I adore Chespin. He just you look at him and you're like, I want to hang
Yeah,
out
he
with
seems
him.
fun.
I love his little hat.
Yeah,
Love
it
his
looks
smile.
like he's pretending to be a grass tier. with a
He's an
hat.
S for me, but I will defer to the group.
He looks like an S to
Yes.
me.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think yes.
Everything's a
We'll
fucking
need
I
to
feel like
reevaluate
everything's
this
going
list.
to
Everything's an S over.
The thing,
over
so the thing about this
bathroom
next
panda.
Best for
Pokemon
starter.
is I like the evolutions of this Pokemon more than I like the starter. Although I think the starter is
I think
solid.
the starter's good.
I think it's good. I don't think it's like S tier though. Is what I'm
That
trying to
looks
say.
like an A, but I love her style.
I
Yeah,
just feel like it's more worthy than some of the things we have in S.
we'll have to reevaluate. I
Yeah.
think this is one that we don't.
This
Have down.
this frog looks fun.
That looks
Froakie?
like an S.
Yeah, that's this frog in this
Look at those
owl.
eyes.
Fantastic. Look at those
Mr.
eyes.
Toad
Pokemon.
Man,
vibes.
man, I think he's like a B for me.
Yeah, I think it's a B.
What?
Yeah.
He looks jolly.
I mean, if that like grass thing with a leaf on its head is
Yeah, fuck
S,
that
that's
thing.
the most generic looking thing I've ever seen.
Chikorita?
That
Design
thing.
that thing
Chikorita.
through
Yeah.
I like Chikorita, but we can bump Chikorita down. It's fine.
Put
I
it
don't
at
care.
A at least.
Yeah,
You can put
I
it in
would think
B. You can put
might be a
Chikorita B.
little
Let's make some
lower.
plays.
Oh,
Let's
make
make
a
some,
move.
let's
Make
shake
a
things
move.
up. Let's make some headlines.
Make a move. Yeah.
It's so hard to like substantially argue a lot of these.
Of course.
All right.
Now we are getting
I
into
mean,
it.
Ralph
Yeah,
is
yeah,
S.
yeah.
S for the owl
S.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know his name, and he's an
I
Rowlet.
Rowlet, yeah,
Rowlet.
Rowlet is his name. Okay, so Litten, I'm
Right.
not big
No,
into
Litten-
Litten.
No,
I'm
Litten's
really
Both
not.
of these are bad.
These two are trash.
I like
Litten
Popplio,
is
but I
in
understand.
Smash.
No.
That makes it an
Incineroar
F.
is in Smash.
Yeah,
Everything
Incineroar is in Smash,
Everything
not
in
Litten.
Smash is an F.
I know, but
Litten a D. Let's make plays.
yeah,
Let's piss people
Wow.
off.
yeah,
This little fucker's an F.
yeah.
I love Popplio. Look at him.
Poplio
Look at his little
Popplio.
baby.
Poplio was my jam, but
I
Poplio's
love-
just fine. Poplio's fine.
He's not an F. Can we at least put him at D?
Yeah, I ain't fighting for Poplio. I love you.
At least let him die with honor.
Thanks.
Grookey
Grookey
is
feels like a repeat.
I love
Grookey's a reskin.
Grookey's
Grookey's a
amazing.
reskin.
What's so funny, Huber, is when Sword and Shield got reviewed, you said he was by far your favorite.
He is, but he's still a reskin.
I think
Yeah.
Grookey's
I don't
pretty
think he's a
good.
reskin. A
He's an
reskin
A.
of who?
I think, actually, I think they did a pretty good job with this. starting
Yeah,
with Sword and Shield. They're
you're
all pretty good.
underestimating Grookey, dude. Grookey's like S.
Grookey was my starter. I liked him.
Score Bunny's absolutely fantastic,
Score Bunny
but
is
pretty
awful.
straightforward.
They're
Score Bunny's an A.
Pretty straightforward, sure.
Yeah.
You get what
Let's make moves.
you get what you order with Score Bunny.
I'm not that into Score Buddy, but I understand
Yeah, I
the
don't like
appeal.
Score-
The thing I love about my favorite thing about Score Bunny is like you put Score Bunny in a battle, Score Bunny's like, let's go. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, Score Bunny. Like,
Yeah, that's why I don't
He
like
looks
it.
like
Bunny
he has
is
a
fire.
band-aid
Chill the
on
fuck
his
out,
face.
Score Bunny.
oh,
Why does he
He
have a
lives to
band-aid
fight.
on his face?
Sobble is an
'Cause,
S, and I will not hear of
'cause
it.
he's
he's an
fighter.
athlete.
If
Come on.
Sobble's an S,
Sobble
Grookey's
is
an S.
amazing. He's just an anxious little boy trying to make it in the world.
If Sobble's an S, Grookey's an S. Then.
Yeah, Grookey's definitely an S.
Oh,
Grookey's so good,
I
dude.
know. Just knock it out. Knocking
Okay,
out
all right, we
my-
got
knocking out my guy.
We got too many S.
Yeah.
We don't have a valid list. We've got.
Drop the
Tepe.
pig.
Yeah.
No!
way.
Tepe.
No, it's my
No!
favorite.
The pig is my
How did
favorite.
Yeah.
Druki
Get
get all
that
the way up
stupid
to
bathroom
S?
pad out of
Love
this.
that pig.
Oshawott stays.
Love that pig.
If you don't know its name, you don't get a say.
Alright, fine. Get Bulbasaur back into D.
No way.
Yeah, there we go.
I just don't understand.
What
how
which one do you
Druki
like better?
started.
Who's that little animal with the fire on his
I
back?
could be okay with
Cyndaquil.
Bulbasaur going to A.
Dude.
Bulbasaur's great.
The
Get that
Bulbasaur
stupid A out of there.
disrespect.
Yeah, A is such a
What?
disrespectful tier.
Get that, who's that fiery anteater? He sucks.
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil.
No,
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil's
I don't really
great.
Cyndaquil's pretty great.
Alright, then the blue dinosaur.
No, Totodil's even better than Cyndaquil.
That's my boy.
Totodil's amazing.
I might go to the map for $20 for Charmander. That's how real
Alright,
that
then
is.
who's the green hat little otter?
Chespin! Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me?
Really going down the line.
I'm 100% fine with this many S tier
No, this
starter
is
Pokemon.
perfect.
Come on now.
Bulbasaur should go down.
No, Bulbasaur's
No way.
fine. Create a Bulbasaur
This is
tier above
totally
S.
fine.
Love Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur,
Bulbasaur.
Great Pokemon.
man,
Grookey S tier.
people hate on Poplio too much. Fuck y'all.
Dude, Poplio was my Pokemon in that game.
Poplio.
D tier
Who's
is fine.
Poplio?
Poplio disrespect.
Poplio disrespect.
Poplio S tier,
Yeah,
go.
put
Yo,
Poplio. Put him
No.
up
Put
the
Poplio.
We're done.
Yo, throw him a
No,
throw him
I need to-
bump him to C.
I need to sleep tonight, so let me look at this for a few
Yeah.
more minutes.
Yeah.
Yo,
Poplio likes
Poplio C
bubbles.
tier.
No.
Poplio double S.
Give Poplio a bump.
Oh God,
Just a
what are
quick
you
bump.
doing, Damiani?
Every time,
No,
Damiani.
no.
Stop it. Just leave it as new.
Not.
Poplio double S.
Poplio, do you quick bump? Quick
Bump
bump,
up
just
to
to C.
B. Bump,
Dude,
bump
just
up.
to
What is
C.
happening?
Although it would be worth it because putting Poplio in WS would upset so many people that it would be
All we're
worth
gonna
it.
do is move everything up.
Everything in S is going up. Lock it in. Get us out of here.
We're done.
No, all right, no. Let me make a compromise.
No.
Yeah,
What? What are we
No,
doing?
this is my compromise. This is my compromise. We can, because there's too many S's. We can put 3 from the S tier into double S.
No.
3, only
No.
3, no more, no less.
No.
The pig.
It took
Love the other pig for sure. The pig is double S.
Charmander, Squirtle, and Rowlet.
The pig
pig.
is double S.
Pig.
Yeah.
All right, wait
Love
a minute.
it.
Lock it in.
No,
Perfect.
no, we gotta do 3.
Yeah.
Put Squirtle up there
All right, Charmander for
and
sure.
put Rowlet. What about Rowlet?
Charmander. Get Squirtle out
Charmander.
of there.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I love that.
I like it.
Yes, I love
I like it.
I love it.
I love it.
All right, all
That
right.
is way too
I
high.
love it.
Little pig.
Tepe.
Little
I'm a
pig.
Tepe hype.
Sobble is amazing. If you suffer from chronic anxiety, you love Sobble. Which is me.
Tepig is giving off the
If your parents
best
are divorced,
energy
you love
out of
Poplio.
all of them.
He very much vibes with you. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Love it.
Are you crazy?
Charmander's too low.
But I think that's the thing where it's like the
Charmander's
one
too low.
illustration is kind of
Dude,
misleading.
Charmander is like the Enter Sandman of Pokemon. He's fine.
All right, bump him to B.
Tepe.
Charmander
No way.
B.
S
No,
tier.
we're
S
done.
tier.
Evolution, though.
Charmander's not
We're
great.
so
Charmander
we're
is.
finished 8 minutes ago. We're done.
Lock it in.
I'm not bullying.
Yo, I'd bump Poplio to C though. Throw him a bump.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Throw him.
Bump him up to C.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Justice for
Just a quick
Poplio.
bump.
He's that dumb seal.
Yeah. Yep. Just boom. There you
Yeah.
go.
Perfect
There it
list.
is.
Nice.
Flawless list.
There it is.
Flawless. People are gonna
Flawless.
look at this and they're gonna say, "You guys are the best Pokemon fans ever."
Yeah. They're gonna
There will
get
be
it.
there will
They're
be
gonna get it.
no negative YouTube
Yeah.
comments.
They'll be like, "Who's this gaming infotainment
This will be
out-
this
outlet?
video will be universally liked.
I should
0
subscribe
dislikes.
to their Patreon.
Yeah.
This sends a message.
Poop Monkey deserves a D for sure. I hate him.
Sending a message.
Oh my god.
That's so cool.
One of us is having an aneurysm.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I played that game, but I didn't know.
Just
Did I play it? I don't think I played it.
solely in D tier. Litten. The only
The
one.
worst of all starter
Yeah, no,
Pokemon.
Litten sucks, dude.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Got it.
man.
Let me
Put a
mark.
big arrow in the wall, just so you know.
Yeah, right here. Let me
You
mark
should not be
that.
allowed to play Pokemon game again. I'm gonna review the next one.
Hell yeah.
Suck on that.
Yeah. Tepig, dude.
Tepig, bro.
What's Tepig's evolution?
It looks like a pig.
Big pig.
It looks like a pig.
I don't love the evolutions for Tepig.
We have to do another one after
Our
that?
final No, our final one comes from Detenchi.
Detenchi.
You will be ranking
Oh God.
types of French
French
fries.
Nice.
Oh,
Types of
just
French
Smiley
Right.
face French fries.
Just generic.
What?
Yeah.
Sweet
it's-
potato
those
fries
are
was really
gross.
good.
Yeah.
Damiani, give me
I
a
love
tots.
me some curly fries.
Love
Tots are
curly
great.
fries.
All
Love
right, let's
waffle
go in
fries.
order. Let's go in order. Wedges or an S?
No.
Potato wedges.
Too much potato.
Too much potato.
No.
Too
Yeah,
much
yeah.
potato.
No.
I'd rather have a
It's like
baked
a
potato.
It's a potato wedge.
It's like a half a baked
Egg.
You
Okay.
only say that if you
Do
don't
not-
season the steak fries correctly.
not
If you
like
season the
steak
steak
fries?
fries correctly, they're
Do
good.
not like steak
I'll
fries?
put a massive amount of seasoning.
Steak
I'm
fries
not even
are
asking
best
to make them a little
fries.
crispy for
Dude,
me.
I'll make you
Potato
some steak
wedges
fries that you'll love.
Make-
Our
little
steak
crispy.
fries
I'll
with
cook 'em
skin
just
on
for
it
you.
is
I don't
perfect.
deny it. The problem is halfway through the
Oh.
order of fries, you're going, geez.
It's
I'm
a meal.
starting- you
It's a
know,
meal by
yeah.
itself.
Wedges are fantastic, and you're
Not
all
so
insane.
complicated.
I
It's
think
A.
for me personally with wedges, like if a lot of these other types of fries, I'm eating every single fry. Whereas a lot of times when I get wedges, I'll one or two of them
You
like,
never
what in
eat
the
every
heck is
fry.
this?
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, wedges.
Meaning there's
They
no
get
fry in there
cold
that I
easy.
wouldn't want to.
Oh, we're distinguishing wedges and steak, right?
Steak fries are down there.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're
these
below
are-
them.
These are steak
Okay.
fries.
I can get into that. I can get into your
Wedges-
argument.
Yeah, I think wedges are definitely better than steak fries.
Definitely.
Oh, I disagree.
They're like steak fries with skin on them.
We're
When
gonna
skin
be
is
your
great.
Yeah, the skin.
I like
the skin
steak
is
fries
great. I'm
and
with you.
wedges. They're my favorite in
Yo,
the whole world.
chili cheese fries? Is that what that one
Yeah,
is?
that's
No.
chili
Chili
cheese
cheese
fries.
seems a little unfair.
Yeah, it seems like
That's
because that's
unfair.
a
It's
topping.
it's like-
Nope, that's
It's
a
F.
I don't like chili
fries.
cheese fries
Yeah.
at all.
It's
No,
a
me neither,
specific
me
thing.
neither.
Nope.
Not interested.
No, potatoes don't
Wait,
come
go
with.
Can we
order.
put onion rings at us
Chili
just
and
real
cheese
quick?
is
Go in order.
Yeah.
All right, I heard a bunch of letters for this.
Hey,
I think A.
I'm fine with that.
I don't know, Don disagreed, but
That's
What the
okay.
fuck
I'll
are
let
Yeah, what
that
is-
one
What
slide.
are these? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these are.
What are these?
These- oh,
Chips?
maybe these are
Put these
air-
in D. These are weird.
Air fried
Funyuns?
fries.
Wait, what are these chips?
They're
What
like
was- I wasn't
air-fried
clear.
chips.
They look like bubbles.
Put them in D.
Yeah, we don't know what the hell it is.
They look like they'd be not fun to eat, and every third one shoots like.
They
hot
look like they look like they're trying too hard.
Yeah, those are try hard fries. Tots
Tots are
aren't
a
fries.
C. Yeah, tots are.
Tots are like a B.
No!
No.
Dude,
Oh my
tots,
God!
Tots are for toddlers.
No!
We're not. Yeah. We're
No,
not.
you cook tots for no tots are amazing. All right,
The idea of tots
all right.
No.
are wonderful, but how
Tots
how
are
often-
not. They're a different thing.
Here's
They're
the
not
thing
fries.
with
Sound like some
Here's the thing
fucking
with
Tepig
tots.
lovers.
Tots are almost 100% of the time frozen. They're not made fresh.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
because
No,
of that,
you
gotta
because
make
of
'em
that,
fresh.
Because of that, though, you only eat 2 out of 10 times they're going to be good. But they always look
They're like
like
roll-up
fried
tots.
tots.
It does look
It's
like a
oh,
picture
you know,
of fresh
fried
tots.
shell.
Yeah.
I got my Metallica tier list. You can put it wherever you want.
Right.
I don't care.
Tots are hash browns. Delete this from the list.
No.
These are not fries.
Rank them.
All right, C.
Damiani, I like you standing
I'd
firm.
probably
Good
be
job.
around B, but-
I like these things. These are good.
So what is what is
These
this?
These are like
Scalloped,
slices.
scalloped potatoes.
No, they're not
Yeah,
scalloped.
not
They're not
scalloped potatoes.
scalloped.
That's totally
Scalloped potatoes.
Scalloped potatoes are like S though. They're great.
Aren't these scalloped potatoes?
Whatever, they're good.
Scalloped potatoes.
I think
Those
they
are
are.
scalloped potatoes.
Where's scallop? I don't see any scalloped potatoes.
What's a scalloped
Oh,
potato?
Do you
I
not?
thought
Those
the
do
first
look
one
like
is a
scalloped
scalloped
potatoes, but
This is a scalloped
usually you
potato.
need
What
a
is
sauce.
What is this if it's not a scalloped potato?
No,
Yeah,
they're
we
just
don't know
like
what it
they're
is.
just
Throw it
like
on
Oh,
D.
mojo
They're just-
potatoes.
I mean, they're
like
good, whatever they
sliced.
are.
yeah, they're just
Like-
like sliced
Yeah,
potatoes.
those are
They're like
Mojos.
russet potato chips.
Yeah, that's like. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
I've heard-
if this one's on the list,
Are they
then where's
scalloped?
no,
mashed
those are A's.
potatoes?
I've heard those
Right.
called.
Is this
I've
even a
heard,
fry?
I've heard these called home fries,
Fried.
which are
Okay.
good.
Sweet
These are
potato
A's.
fries
These
are.
are potatoes
Home fries,
that
I
are
think, are
fried.
diced.
Yeah.
like
Sweet
chopped
potatoes
up.
pretty great.
Love
Sweet
sweet
potato.
potato
Yeah,
fries,
it's,
man.
it's good. It's very good. I agree.
I
I agree as
personally,
well.
I personally do not like sweet
I
Yeah,
potatoes.
me
Really?
too.
Okay.
That's like
I
a no,
really,
no.
really
They're-
do not like sweet potatoes.
They're divisive
I'm
for
pretty
sure.
sure
Throw
they're
them in A or
divisive.
B.
Yeah,
then.
taste
They're
that.
divisive.
If
I
you guys
recognize
gave
they're
me A
amazing
for
to
wedges,
people,
so
though.
you
Yeah.
can get A for your sweet
A
potato.
for sweet potato, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just
Yep.
want curly fries at S. That's
This
all
is
I
some
care
bullshit. This is cheating.
This- yeah,
This
Chili
is cheating.
cheese fries are
This
about.
is
good.
bullshit.
This is straight up.
Yo,
No,
it's
no,
cheating.
no,
Yeah, it's cheating, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
You have to rank what's in front of us.
Exactly.
You have to rank what's in front of
But
us.
that's the other thing. I don't even like
Rank what's
them.
in
I don't like
If you
it.
give me the
They're
option to
soggy
have
and
chili
gross.
cheese fries, I don't want them.
You haven't lived then.
Yeah.
I
They're
don't
soggy
want
and
them.
I gotta admit, I don't
It's just
crave
bad.
that. Here's the thing, Blood. I don't crave that. I would never order that. But if I went to a party and like a friend walked by and was like, "Dude, you want?" I'd be like, like,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I gotta.
No,
Yes.
dude.
I will say
Chili
for
cheese
sure.
fries are there for you when
Yeah.
you're at your lowest.
I will say it's a
That's a
hard,
really great point.
Bring you
Yeah,
up.
they bring you up. Well, they actually bring you further down, but it's like
They
pleasurable
bring you
death.
down.
it's a hard item
Yeah.
to order to go, you gotta eat them right then and there.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if
yeah.
that marks it down or not.
Eat them.
Zap it.
Also,
Gotta live right
That's
next
fine.
to a
Who
place
eats two
that
of them
does
all
it.
fries?
That's
Who
the
Of
best.
course,
Who eats cold
Nothing
fries?
wrong with
Fair enough.
zapping them. Zap them. Give
Fair
them
enough.
about 90 seconds.
Yeah, but like,
Fair
you
enough.
can't,
any
you
of
can't
those
eat
cheese
chili
fries
cheese
will
fries
last
while
almost
driving.
the whole day.
That's
You
a
just
B.
can't.
That's a B for bullshit.
Well, you're
yeah.
not trying hard enough, I think, is what the deal is
That's
there.
like what Uzi said, yeah.
Challenge accepted.
All right, curly fries are an A for sure.
I think curly fries are. I
All
love.
right, all right. Steak fries are an S then. Steak
Okay,
fries
I'm
are
with
an
you.
S.
Yeah.
That's that fat burger
fries
coming
are
through.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, there's a fat burger coming through.
S. I won't hear it.
Yeah, those are
I would go with the wedges over the steak fries.
Actually, I
I
like them
also
from
love
Red
wedges.
Robin's garlic flavor.
What is this
steak
fish
fries
and
are
chips
amazing.
bullshit?
You know what?
Who makes
What?
this steak
Which one did you eat? Yeah,
Well, no,
Yeah.
fish. You don't like fish and chips?
I love fish and chips.
Fish
Yo,
and
it's
chips.
S.
What do you
I don't know
mean
what
you don't
it's
like fish
doing
and
here.
chips?
S tier.
It's
cheating.
But it's
No,
fit.
but we get chili cheese fries.
This is different. This is different
you
than
don't
chili
like
cheese fries, man. This is very different. The chili and the cheese and the fries are together. These are like two
Separate items.
Yeah. because
Okay,
they're
okay,
over
that's an argument I can get
We're
behind. I'm
judging
with you there.
just
I'm
the
with you there.
fries
I'm
in
with you
this
there.
picture, and they look like
Also,
some limp,
right,
tasteless
right.
fries.
Also, it's British.
Oh,
so
D.
we can't, you know what I mean?
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
D.
I love
So we
fish and
can't-
chips. It just
Yeah, it
it's
is
just
weird
a
in this list.
It's like a weird combo thing.
Right.
Like
Fish and
Right.
chips is so
Whoa,
so
hold
good.
on.
Damiani,
Hold
cool,
on,
cool,
hold
Damiani's
on,
mad with
hold on.
power.
Cool your
Pump the
jets.
brakes.
Damiani
C.
lost his mind
C.
at that Pokemon
Yeah.
tier
C.
list and is now just letting the.
Fuck these
You're
smiley
trying to give me this
face
bullshit.
Get it out
Fuck
here.
this shit.
You're trying to say
D.
tater tots are for
Meal, what
kids?
is
These
this?
are for kids.
Yeah, what even is that?
No, that's trash.
These are the
Those look like-
shittiest.
This is
most
what you eat when you
terrible
don't
fries.
know what
like
food is
McDonald's.
yet.
Yeah.
That's the only excuse.
Yo, McDonald's fries is that
This is
is
an
S
That's
tier.
terrible.
Yeah, that's
S
wonderful.
tier.
This
These
is the
fries are
classic-
so disappointing.
McDonald's fries?
Just extra
They
salt.
cook them in
classic.
beef tallow, so I can't eat them.
These are just like traditional
is
French
true.
fries.
Yeah, I don't think it's McDonald's
These are traditional.
specifically. It's
Yeah.
No,
just
these are just traditional shitty
Standard.
fries.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just
Standard
S.
fries, dude.
Beef
S
tallow.
tier.
Those are
Well,
beef.
no, they
These are
vary so
shoestring.
much, dude.
These are
True.
the.
They vary so much, so it's
These are
hard.
thick
Like, if we're
ones.
talking
What is that?
McDonald's
That's
fries, I
steak
give them an
fries
S.
again.
True.
But these are just like thick.
These
But
are
like
these are
plain
regular-
In-N-Out
Those are
fries
beef.
suck.
B,
These
and
are
then
not
these
steak
are
fries.
A.
These are thick cut.
And
they
these are
should be
thick cut.
above.
These are like Burger
Those
King
are
size
A.
fries.
Yeah.
Not that they
No.
taste like Burger
Nah.
King.
I think
The skinny
these
fries are
C.
definitely better.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
can
this is
see
the
it.
right
Yeah,
answer.
there you go.
But
Ugh.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, I
fine,
think
whatever,
like skinny
whatever,
fries at A
whatever.
is a good spot because there's things that you can put above.
I mean, I
I
get
don't
though
like the
that
look of this
people
next.
either like skinny or thick, so
Yeah.
I feel like whichever they're on this, they're together.
That's a good
You know
point.
what I mean?
That's a good point.
Curly
Because it
fries
is
are
kind
better
of
It's kind
than-
of just an equal preference.
It is an
That
equal
is it,
preference.
yeah.
I
You can
feel like.
divide people neatly into two groups: those that like it
These are
skinny
like
and those that like it thick.
Put them on the same.
These are trash, man.
These
These
are
are always
shoestring.
disappointing.
These are
Yeah,
like-
this
Yeah.
looks like a
Shoestring
nice-
fries
feel
are
like I've
trash.
had 'em
this
that
is
many
like
times.
overrated.
Yeah, you know
They're
why?
garbage.
Those are hipster fries.
There's nothing
I
to
like those.
There's nothing to. Crinkle
I
cut
love
fries.
crinkle cut.
A, S. S.
Love
The
crinkle
frozen
cut.
factor comes.
Did
in.
someone say
Mouthfeel.
D? Who said D?
Yeah.
This psycho.
It's the frozen factor,
No,
though.
S.
Again,
Yo,
the
Del
frozen
Taco
factor.
fries.
Mouthfeel.
I think, Dad, I think you're
Oh,
weighing.
Taco.
I think you're weighing the frozen factor a little too heavily.
Mouthfeel.
Well, the frozen factor comes into play on crinkle.
It
It could come
No
into
way.
any of them.
We're
Not
ranking
really.
the best
Yeah, it can.
version of these always.
Yeah.
The best version.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the best version of these.
Crinkle cut have a great
Dude,
mouthfeel.
Love
like
crinkle
ballpark
cut.
fries.
What?
Ballpark.
Like a B.
Yo,
Leave it at A.
steak fries above McDonald's fries though is not.
Well, they're
sitting
not
pretty.
technically
Those are
McDonald's
just
fries.
standard ass
And then
fries.
But it's
McDonald's
the
fries-
best of the standard fries.
If you're gonna
is
make that argument,
McDonald's.
you're right. You're
and
right.
they're
McDonald's
better
fries.
than steak fries.
That is
or
logic
as
I can
good.
get behind.
Steak
That's
fries
logic
are
I can-
better.
Dude, McDonald's
You
fries
can't
is the
eat
gold
McDo-
standard. They're so good.
Hey, wait. These are like truffle fries.
Those are
Yeah,
garlic
I
fries.
agree.
Garlic.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are
garlic
has to be an
fries.
S.
Garlic
It has to be
fries.
an
Oh my
S.
God,
And
is
that's
this garlic
well, I
fries?
think that's universal.
Garlic
That's
fries are
universal,
hipster
yeah.
fries I can get behind.
Those are some S tier hipster fries, man.
Yeah.
What are these apples? What is this?
Yeah, what is potato chips?
This looks like more like, but scalloped potatoes aren't something you eat as fries, so I don't understand what's going
Just
on.
chuck
These are
them in.
baked.
D.
These are
Chuck
like-
them in C
yeah,
or
baked.
D.
Yo, isn't that like
I think
elote?
that's just cheese,
Elote?
baby.
Isn't
right?
that elote?
That's just melted cheese,
That's
right?
just like nacho cheese on top of
fries.
crinkle
That's
fries?
like some Velveeta shit. That's terrible.
cheese
Waffle
looks low
fries are
quality.
ass is all I know.
Yes, I love them. I
Waffle
really
fries
do
Waffle
like.
fries are
Yeah,
ass.
these are
They're-
fun.
I prefer them over.
The only knock I can say against waffle fries is
Everything
I just
else.
haven't had good waffle fries.
They
Like a
get-
lot of waffle fries I've had are chewy and
They're easy to
Really?
burn
Oh, it's
on, yeah.
poutine. Yo, poutine is pretty good. Yeah,
Oh,
pump
is
that
that
to tier B.
poutine? Okay.
Okay.
Poutine is
Oh,
really good.
poutine. No, that's where is the poutine?
Isn't that like the sauce on top of the fries?
No, poutine
No,
is
that
a
doesn't look
different
like
sauce.
poutine.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just
Oh, it's like a heavier,
That doesn't look
thicker
good.
sauce.
This
that's
is cheese
not-
fries.
That
Oh,
looks
okay,
like
okay.
that looks like a bathroom
Biggest
mistake.
thing
That
about
looks
No,
cheese
yeah,
fries.
cheese fries. We see.
Poutine is
That's
really
like
good.
a gas station cheese fry.
Yeah, that's like
Oh, I'd eat that.
I'm
Second.
Times that
okay
could
with
be
diarrhea.
Ugh.
I accept
Yeah,
it today.
you're giving yourself willingly giving yourself diarrhea.
Any cheese you can pour, just pour it right onto my face.
I cannot-
Just pour it in a bathtub.
You're
I
right,
cannot
best
allow
version,
the
best
regular fries not being S.
You know
if
what's-
we're ranking them as the
I-
best
No,
they
here's
can
the
be.
here's the argument because the regular fries it's like a good base, right? And then then you've got the stuff that's like it's just that's
Right.
the next level higher.
Yeah.
You know, and
As
I
they
think
say in
I
cooking,
think
it
that's what's going
elevates
on.
the dish.
So garlic fries and steak fries are better than McDonald's French
Yes.
fries.
Yes.
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
yes.
No,
One
Okay.
thousand
No,
percent.
ruffle
yes.
Okay,
fries.
if you
I don't
want to
know.
say it,
I think the McDonald's fries
Like,
have
because
to
if
be
you're
We'll
used
go
to
with the group,
McDonald's
sure.
fries, and then you go to a restaurant, and you get some nice garlic fries, and it's like, oh yeah.
McDonald's does not serve good food.
No,
Or maybe I gotta try.
I don't go
haven't tried
there.
fries.
I don't say to myself, oh man, I want the best food in the world. Let me go to
Right,
McDonald's.
right,
Yeah, you want
But it
McDonald's
fulfills a
fries.
place in your
The only
Yeah.
time though, and the consistency of them, the only thing
I've
they
never
do
done it.
wrong on the
McDonald's
McDonald's
fries
fries is
don't
not
eat
enough
them a lot.
salt, right?
I
That's the
don't-
only way they
I
can
not
mess it
like
up
their
is they
burgers for a
don't
while.
salt it enough. Other
Yeah,
than
but
that-
you can get salt. You say, hey, give me some salt.
So it's like
Give me
they
some
you
salt.
can't get them. It's like they don't do them wrong.
Is
But
that
also, if you judge it by the base,
I actually
mean,
think McDonald's fries
Garlic
are pretty
fries when I
heavy.
go
I
to
mean-
like Pac Bell Park.
Damiani,
really
watch.
they should go
Damiani.
down?
In-N-Out
got-
uses
got
the
it.
same base fries, and they are like the worst fries.
They're
that
the worst.
exist.
Yeah.
In-N-Out
Yeah.
base fries
So
are
regular
an
fries can go
abomination.
really low.
Yeah.
Really low.
In-N-Out fries
That's a
are
good
terrible,
They should
but
bump down
animal
the beans,
style,
is what you're saying.
yes.
I still feel like you can use that argument though for every fry on the
But,
list.
like, I think the
There is
worst
something
steak
terrible
fries,
on
the
that
worst,
stuff,
soggy ass
the
onion
worst
rings.
steak or curly fries are like better than
Overcooked
In-N-Out.
waffle fries.
That's the thing I don't get is like In-N-Out. You,
I don't know,
You watch
I've had
them
some pretty
cut
bad
the
steak fries
potatoes,
in my day.
Yeah.
so you know it's
Cold.
fresh.
Soggy,
But
Oh,
they always come
undercooked
out
steak
soggy.
fries make you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Good list.
I feel so wound up, but I'm not mad at anybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm just wound up.
Did we establish what smiley face fries are?
Yeah,
They're
what-
garbage.
Like
I've never seen those.
Child
in my life.
fries?
No,
like
it's what you give your
school
kid to
lunch
shut them
fry?
up.
I
That's
don't
what you
know.
do. Yeah.
Those don't even look like
That's
potatoes.
it's a nightmare. It's a
Yeah,
nightmare.
what
for
are
a
they?
job,
That's
is
like
what
the
it is.
police
Well,
stop
no, at the
crying for a minute.
cantina at Disneyland.
I don't know what the things on the
I feel like
left
they should
are.
have whipped cream on them.
Those-
or
Isn't that
something.
what the thing is?
They look like
What
vanilla
are they?
wafers. Those things.
Dude,
Yeah.
you get those smiley face fries, and it
Smiley
says on the
fries.
bag potato substitute.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, those look bad.
Yo,
They're
tepid.
smiley face fries.
Tepid.
Feeling good about it.
Massive
Alright.
victory today for
Hey,
Feeling good about
Let's
it.
Here is
let's
the
shout
stuff
out to
we don't
Poplio for
understand.
climbing up a little bit.
Poplio,
Poplio.
Poplio.
Rising up, clawing their way out.
Yeah,
of
dude.
D-tier. Just like kicking Lytton in the face
Yeah.
and climbing out.
Yeah. No, Lytton learned its place today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes me really happy. It knows where it belongs.
Wow.
And people who like Lytton suck.
I picked Poplio.
Poplio.
I just thought it was literally the only person on the entire list who actually moved on into another game outside of its franchise. It's like
Who, Poplio?
garbage. No, Lytton. Is
We
the
can
Smash
all
Brothers.
agree that Talia in The Dark Knight Rises belongs in the
Yeah,
trash.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely garbage.
Yeah.
We're easy allies. This is Tiermaker. Woo! First Tiermaker in the studio.
That was fun.
I was-
Join the tier.
how we were able to organize our thoughts in a specific amount of time to come to pretty clear decisions.
And we didn't talk
on a lot
over
of
each
these
other
things.
at all.
At all.
Very clear, very concise.
Sometimes
ordered.
We are getting
I
so
worry
good at
that
Yeah.
chat takes these lists more seriously than they should.
They certainly do with Hall of Greats.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yes.
Yo, when
Are
is
we
it?
pretending all three OG starters aren't
That's
also
in
in Smash?
August.
They're not. A character controls them.
Correct.
That's a big difference. You're
Lytton
playing
is not in
as Lytton in
Smash in
Smash
a way that you
Brothers.
can control. What are you
You are
talking
pla-
about?
In
No, no, no.
Smash Brothers, you
It's
play as
Lucario.
Lytton.
He plays
right?
Lucario.
We
No, you play as
There is a
Incineroar.
person
play
behind.
as
or-
an
plays
sorry,
as
he plays
Incineroar.
as Incineroar.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You play as Incineroar.
Whereas you
You
were
would not
playing a
want to play
person-
as Lytton.
Right.
I needed to clear it with everything.
But that's the difference.
True.
We're easy allies.
It's kind of a fun thing.
Again, go to patreon.com if you want to pick. Basically, we get suggestions from everybody at that tier, and then we all pick which ones that we would like to enjoy. And the Damiani, the master
The
behind
ringmaster.
and the master of the controls,
Whoever
takes
Master
through
of
everything,
puppets,
baits
if you
us
will.
along.
Oh.
whoever
I
suggested
give
that
the list
Metallica
to
tier
them
list, I
all,
feel
and
like
they give me
personally did me a favor.
suggestions.
Right.
So thank you.
And I pick from those.
Yep.
We also had Trash Babies went up yesterday, so
Woo!
check that
Trash
out.
babies.
For all patrons.
You'll get caught up in that.
Check it
Full
out.
season of Minigame
Trash
Champions is up
Are we
now
just
for
gonna
all
go right
patrons.
into the group stream? What time?
No,
we got an hour.
We got an hour and 20 minutes.
To get things set up.
Hour and 19 minutes.
do
We'll be
some cleanup.
streaming. Group stream for 2 hours. And we'll do another Tiermaker next month. If you would like to be involved, you can get involved right now on patreon.com/easyhonest, but you can tune in for another Tiermaker.
Death tier list, yeah.
Yeah. Pantera.
But yeah, we're gonna be playing Mighty Goose tonight, which is a game we've been curious about for a little
Co-op?
bit.
2-player? 4-player?
Okay, so it's co-op, but it's gonna be weird because I tested it out last
The
week.
player's the pig, right? Second player?
Well, there's these companions
Yeah.
that you get along the way,
Mhm.
and so the second player plays as a companion, and so like the first companion is just like a regular goose that just like plops out an egg,
Nice.
but then the second one seems a little bit more
I
reasonable.
saw a pig with a wrench at some point, I think.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Cool.
Stay tuned, everybody. Thank you all allies for being very judicious. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
I get so wound up, man. I don't know
I know.
what it is. These are
We
stupid
got
things.
We got an hour to calm down and equalize ourselves before we become a goose and blow shit up. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit. Group stream. Bye.